No, it wasn't. I'm not live. I've got two dogs who are...
live now.
We're live. Okay, great. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Sunken World Saga. No, we're not. We just went offline again. How did that happen?
Honestly, you should be recording this as a podcast right now, Ben, because this is fucking hilarious.
I'm watching, like, the delayed live video.
A 23...
OBS.
A 23-year-old... Okay, I see it now. 23-year-old... Okay, I see it now. Can everybody please mute the stream? That was my fault. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sunken World Saga. This is a D&D actual play live stream. I'm sorry that I'm talking quickly. I'm making up for lost time because Twitch was not cooperating with me. And we're finally live. And somebody please tell me if we stop being live. Because I need to know. But hi, this is an actual play Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live stream. It is a little bit different because we have 4 groups of characters, each with 4 characters in them. There are a total of 8 players, 16 characters, and tonight we return to the A team, which is Adira, Arden, Ash, and Aster. I'm going to have them introduce themselves, saying their character name and their player name, and class. Starting in alphabetical order with Adira.
Hi, I'm Emmy. I play Adira, the human cleric, and she founded the new arm of scooping. Thank you. And she founded the new arm of scooping.
Okay. After Adira, we have Arden.
Hi, I'm Logan. I play Arden. I'm a half-elf rogue. I'm currently in the midst of an identity crisis.
Okay. I'm glad. I like this thing where everybody is...
Wait. Are you Logan and currently in the midst of an identity crisis, or is Arden?
Don't worry about it.
And after Arden, we have Ash.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ian Donovan Highland. I play Ash, the halfling warlock. And I am currently in the middle of a thing of risotto.
Okay, that is Ash, actually. I gave Ash risotto. It's his magical item. And then Aster.
I am Aster Snowboard, and I am the cleric, and I'm currently learning how to deal with people.
You're a cleric?
Oh my gosh, no, I'm a druid.
Yeah,
I'm
Connor.
the cleric.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're off
You
to
definitely disturbed us all by turning into an animal in front of us, so I know you ain't a cleric.
We're off to a great start. So the Sunken World Saga, this particular group, which is called the A Team for reasons that I think are somewhat clear, they have been in the Green Kingdoms, specifically in the Empire of Hallandor. They were in the south, and they intended to join an adventurers guild in the town of Equalinum. Unfortunately, while they were out on a mission, it was burned down by a local, not exactly local, but a local problem, a wizard who was known for kidnapping and eating local people. They were hired by the town's magistrate to go and warn his daughter, a merchant on the road. They went and saw her caravan being defended by a dwarven warrior named Bruna, and in the ensuing fight they let one of the attackers live, a northern human warrior named Tove. Together with these 2 warriors, they went after the cannibal wizard and found him in his camp. A fight ensued with a great deal of fire and blood spilled. Putting down Vignorvan, this cannibal wizard, they followed Tove, where he said his friend was being kept, the reason that he had fought alongside this evil man. What they found was a fire giant, and they found that he had been sapped of his spirit by Vignorvan. Aster chose to end his suffering as mercifully as he could, and as soon as he was dead, a great, terrible storm started. They found out from Bruna and Tove that this was what is called the New Storm, part of the Yornish prophecy of the end times. Still knowing that they are still alive, and they have to do something while they can still breathe, Bruna and Tove intend to travel north, and asked the party to go with them, at least part of the way. And the party agreed, but they went back to the magistrate to get the complete reward that they had been promised for warning his daughter. In speaking with the lady, Claudia, and her father, Luda, and the magistrate, unfortunately, curiosity got the better of Aster, who traveled downstairs into a locked cellar door, where he found the magistrate's brother, a fugitive from the Hallandor law. They discovered a few more things. They found out about a group called the Fangs of the Jackal, who are possibly allies, or could possibly give the group some type of work. And they ran to the merchant quarter to see about buying... Aster, do you remember what you wanted to buy?
Painter's
No,
supplies.
Painter supplies. Where they ran into Bruna. And that's where we pick up.
Did you already pick up your armor?
I did. I did that while I was waiting for you guys to come back. Or not.
Gotcha.
When I flew ahead of everybody.
Okay, so you all are back in it. You all are in the game, your characters.
Okay. So we just have seen Bruna leave.
Yes, she
With
has
the
walked
makeup.
out of the general store holding a box of makeup.
Hey, Bruna.
Oh, hello.
What do you got there? What do you got there?
Nothing. Nothing
Can we tell
important.
that it's makeup? Can we tell that it's makeup?
You can. She did not cover it quickly enough.
Bruna, do you have a hot date later?
No. I'm going to go and get the cart ready.
Where are you going, Bruna?
To get the cart ready, I said.
Well, why don't you come and hang out? We're about to get some painter supplies. What are we doing? Are we painting the cart? I'm sorry, I kind of lost the thread there.
No,
Adira grabs Ash's shoulder and says, "Let her go."
Well, all right then, fine.
I'll be, the cart will be ready to go. And she, turns and walks off as quick as her dwarven legs will carry her.
Tell Tove I said hello.
She kind of, like, you see her back straighten up a little bit at that, but she keeps going.
Alright. Alright, Aster's gonna head in.
You enter, and it's a general store. There's rope and bags for carrying things and other just general supplies.
Hey, what's this?
Where's...
That is, general things around my store, sir. Hello, welcome to my shop. How may I assist you?
what's your name?
My name is Marcius, but you can call me Marcy. Hello. And he extends his hand.
Aster reaches out and takes it.
And what might I call you, my tall fellow?
My name is Aster, and you can call me Aster.
Very well. So, Aster, what are you in the market for today?
I'm looking for some painter supplies, sir.
Oh, painter supplies. And please
Yeah.
don't call me sir. I'm still young.
I'm looking for painter supply, Mossy.
Oh, thank you. Yes, painting supplies. Let me, check. And he kind of, like, digs underneath this shelf. He says, so do you need the paint itself, or are you looking for brushes?
Kinda all around. back home, I used to paint a bit to just calm myself down.
Well, I don't have much in the way of color, but and he lifts like two small buckets. One seems to be a sort of pale red, and the other one is like a dark green. But I do have these, and I have a number of brushes. I have larger brushes, smaller brushes. I have hair brushes.
How much is it?
For this whole arrangement,
Yeah.
I would call that
I mean,
about 12 gold. He kind of
well,
like raises
is that
his
for?
eyebrow and like leans towards you.
Does that seem a bit high to me?
You have not spent much time buying things with money. In Yorn, they barter.
Okay. Is that for like all the brushes?
I would give you both the smaller brush, the bigger brush, and a hair brush. That was just a joke, but I'm willing to throw it in for the 12 gold.
Sure.
All right.
Seems reasonable enough.
Of course, please. Thank you so much for your gold, good sir. He takes your gold and gives it to
I'm
you.
also gonna give him the flower.
Oh,
Just wrap
thank
in the flour.
you. This will die quickly if I don't put it in something.
Well, I mean that's kind of the cycle of life. Sometimes you bloom and then
And
you
then
wilt,
you die,
and then
yes,
sometimes
yeah.
you come back
No,
again.
good point. So, where was your little friend? I thought that he might look like he wanted to buy something.
Oh, I left the
I don't know.
store.
Sometimes he likes to hide.
Oh, no.
Ash, are you in here?
Little fellow, are you in here?
If Ash is in the store, Adira followed him in, and when he's picking stuff up, and she puts it right back on the shelf.
Okay, but you all did leave then.
Yeah, I did leave.
I think, Ash, did you leave because you were annoyed at Adira?
Yes. She wasn't letting me have any fun.
Well, I suppose then, if your little friend is gone, do you have any interest in buying, a sack of water, or perhaps a pipe, or an abacus?
No, I am kind of curious about what this is.
Oh, that's nothing but a bit of, dust. A bit of, powder.
Smod-colored dust.
Perhaps
Alright.
it could be used for something, if you get my drift.
Used
Is
for
this guy
what?
selling drugs?
It's, well, it could be used for spell components, or if you happen to be a certain type of person, perhaps it could be used for another something. Something like a spell, but not quite. Not traceable by, checking for magic, wink wink. He does not wink when he says wink wink.
I don't understand what wink wink means.
You know what? I don't think this is for you.
Can I try to sneak away from Adira?
Oh, she's not following. She's staying in the store.
Oh yeah, then I'm gonna go wander over to the blacksmith.
Then if you're in the store, you gotta be in the store.
Esther's probably gonna be like, I don't really know what that means, but I'm all for repairing. So how much is it?
Oh, for this it would be about 15 gold.
Oh, that's kind of a bit. I've already spent 12.
Oh,
Is that a lot? He turns to Adira. Is that a lot of money? I don't really know how this stuff works.
What were you looking at again?
Whatever
component?
this stuff is, it's dust.
Can Adira inspect it to see what it is, and if she knows its actual value?
yeah, make a investigation check to see if you know what it is, and if you do know what it is, you can maybe discern the value. Okay,
Ooh.
it is sapphire dust, but it has been
Oh, that sounds so great.
ground to the point that it is, I think Adira knows because her smallest brother maybe bought some for this purpose, for like pranks, to use it to make explosions. You can make explosives with sapphire powder.
I'm gonna look over at Aster with wide eyes and say, "You want to make things explode?"
Is that what it does? I just
Wow.
thought it looked pretty.
I'm so
It's
disappointed
sapphire
I'm not in this
powder.
room.
Does sapphire powder make things go boom?
It can, yes.
Is one use of it, though that is certainly not what I sell it for, wink wink. But that is one use for it. I cannot sell it to you with any of the following things.
What was he asking for at 15 gold?
It's 15 gold.
Yeah.
Oh, and that is actually a very reasonable price for it. This amount of sapphire dust.
Adira is just gonna say, "Alright, deal," and she hands over the 15 gold.
Best mom ever.
And, you know, I certainly would not sell that to you if I also sold Elkin Root or Onkeg Blood. But I don't sell either of those things, so it's not an issue. But if you happen to have that on your person, I would be prohibited from selling this to you. But I assume that you don't have it, so here you go. And he shoves it into a pouch and gives it to you.
I'm a holy woman, don't worry.
Of course.
And I just grab the little powder and look over at Aster and say, "We'll have some fun."
Is there more of it left, or did Adira buy all of it?
It was all of it.
It was all of it. Okay.
And we flash over to the blacksmith as Arden and Ash enter. Clang, clang. Clang, clang.
Wow, look at all this stuff. And I think Ash is just gonna start like picking up knives and like mime throwing them and stuff.
All right, don't do that.
Arden's going to pretend to like die whenever he throws them, like he's being hit. Oh no!
All right, make sure you have a grip on that. Don't.
I'm perfectly fine with. I'm gonna start like tossing it around like. Just doing like knife flips in the air.
This is if you stab yourself or him, I'm not paying.
Oh no, yeah, you're fine. You're not gonna need to pay anything.
We have a friend who can heal all of it. It's fine.
Make a
It's me.
dexterity check, Ash.
Is this like sleight of hand?
No, it's a dexterity check.
Fine.
You're not trying to be subtle. You're. All right, yeah, you're pretty good.
Where did I go?
You
yeah.
you basically like flip it in the air and catch it by the blade, and then flip it back up and catch it by the hilt.
And then I'll put it down. I'm gonna look around. Are there any like whips or anything like that lying around?
There's a whip.
Are there any cool weapons?
There is one cool weapon.
What is it?
There is a it's basically like a rapier, but it is a little bit thicker. It's an épée. And it is like up on the wall in like a glass case.
Wow. What's with this one?
That's Montoya. He scratches his jaw. That was the first sword my son and I made together.
Wow. That looks really cool.
Yeah, I was mighty proud of it because he did a good job. I had it enchanted.
No way. What's it do?
It's a bit complicated. You don't look like magic type. Spark, looking at the furnace in the smithy, just goes.
I'm going to use prestidigitation to turn the lights out in everything but the furnace.
Oh no.
All right, so maybe I'm wrong.
And then I'll use it again to put the candles or whatever back.
Yeah,
back
you
on.
see that he not like at you, but he has like his smith's hammer raised and ready to go, and then he lowers it.
Well, I'm just curious.
It's a dancing blade.
Now, what does that mean?
If you will it to, it can fight on its own for a few seconds.
Oh my god.
That's so fucking cool.
That is so fucking cool.
That's so cool.
Wait, how did you get it to do that?
Yeah, like, are you a magic smith or
No,
just
I-
a smith?
Wait, hold on. Can I be a magic smith? Can you teach me to be a magic smith?
I could teach you how to be a smith. I am not a magic smith, but I could teach you the basics of smithing. No, there's up in Lyceray, there's a wizard. We visited him.
Wow. What's his name? Arden, write it down.
Got it. He pulls out, like, a little journal. Dancing sword wizard. Lyceray.
It's Ocumenus.
Ocumenus.
Menace.
Is that with an A or an O?
Oh,
Those are important questions.
oh,
Okay, Ocumenus.
He looks at the sword for a moment, and you can see there's like a little bit of sadness in his face.
Oh.
It's a good sword.
What's wrong there, big guy?
It's the only one that we ever made together. They needed
Oh.
smiths for the Legion, and Legion needed to go out east to the steppe. A couple of arrows fell on the quartermaster's tent.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry.
It's alright. Just
I'm
tight.
gonna give him a hug.
Oh, thank you, little fella. And he pats you on the head. I kept it to think of him, but it makes me, just makes the place feel a bit somber.
Well, do you ever let it dance at all?
No. You know what? And he goes over and he opens up the case and he holds it in his hand. And he sort of uncurls all of his fingers but one. And you can see it's like a super fancy fencing sword. Like it has one of
Yeah.
those guards that completely covers the front of your hand.
Ooh.
And he does that, but he like kind of lets it dangle on a finger. And he says, "On guard." And when he does, it just like flings itself off and up into the air, and then it comes and waits in front of you, Arden.
Ooh. Oh! And then can I pull out my sword and be like, and look at him, be like, do I, huh?
I'm not. I just didn't want it to hurt anybody, but it's doing this on its own. I don't know what it's doing.
Can I like do like a training duel with the sword?
Yes.
Sick.
When you like pull out your, you use a rapier, right?
Yes.
Yeah, when you pull out your rapier, it like does like the lightly touches the blade of your, like basically like dings itself against your blade, and then it's like it's moving like a duelist is using it to duel you, but not at like full speed. And it's basically Ash. You just watch as Arden does a complete redo of the Pirates of the Caribbean 1 fight.
Yes! Oh my god.
That's a good fight.
I am cheering, and I'm the one that slaps the donkey to get it to run. I see them like dueling, and I'm like, this isn't challenging enough. So I like slap the donkey's butt so it runs
All right.
around in a circle.
There is no donkey, so you just did that to the blacksmith, and he does run in a circle. Oh, you're pretty good with that thing.
You could use this to train every day, and you would never need another duelist, because another duelist would never be good enough. I start dueling a little bit faster.
Yeah, it picks up its speed.
Oh.
Be careful, you don't want to get cut by that sharp blade.
Yeah, it's
I'm not gonna go that fast.
it's finely made. It's not. You don't want to get cut.
Wow. That's so fantastic that you made this weapon. I'm sure your son was really proud of it.
I think it was. But price we pay for, I don't know, having kids, I guess.
I pat his shoulder. Well, I can't reach that. I pat his
His knee.
his knee. his
Reach
calf.
I tell you what, why don't you take it? He doesn't he looks away, he shoots his face away to look out into the open night when he says that.
What?
Yeah, and just when you all take it. It wasn't made. He wanted it to go to. He had seen a duelist from Dossero. They used to tour small towns like this and put on exhibitions of swordplay, and he loved watching that when he was a boy. He wanted that to go to a duelist. You seem pretty good with that. I would, I think he would rather you have it than let his old man just hang on to it. Be sad while he works.
But what about your son? Don't you want something to remember him by?
Well, I've got memories. That's the... And, I've got all of his stuff. He lived at home when he got drafted.
Oh. Well, I'm sure my friend would really appreciate it. Did you have anything we could do to repay you?
I don't know. No. I don't need anything.
Well, I'm going to give him a hug again.
Yeah, when
And
you
then I'm
do, he wipes his face and just says, "Everything else is full price."
Fair enough. I think you've done us a good enough service. But I just wanted to say, you should be careful, because apparently we're kind of at the end of the world, sort of. That's what some smarter people than me were saying, at least. So just, you keep everybody inside and you stay out of the storms as much as you can, alright?
Sure. Thanks, little fella.
Yeah. Thank you.
And he goes over to the case and pulls the ornate sheath of Montoya and tosses it to you, Arden.
No. Can I catch it?
Sure. Make a dexterity check. Yeah, you catch it.
Easy.
Just catch it and then sheathe the floating sword and grab it.
Hey, do you have any, fancy daggers or anything?
No, the dagger you showed me last time you were here is
Okay.
better than anything I have. I might be able to make something like that with enough time, but
Unfortunately, I think we're about to leave town, but I really appreciate your kindness, sir.
I'm so. I think I was a little bit gruff with you all or the people you're with. I don't remember which a few days ago, so I'm sorry about that.
They're fine. They'll get over it.
We came in the last time looking for... I don't even remember what at this point, but I could tell then that your craftsmanship was good, but now it's quite clear.
I'm fine. I'm alright. There are better smiths than me, but you all better be going.
Yeah.
If the world's ending, I'm sure you've got places to be. And he picks up his hammer and starts working on a horseshoe again.
I'm gonna wave goodbye and head outside.
I'm gonna do a little bow and follow Ash.
He doesn't acknowledge either of you.
That got really sad, didn't it, Arden?
That was way too sad.
I wasn't expecting. I thought we were just gonna like go in and say hello and kind of peruse their stuff,
Yeah.
but like that got sad. Oh
God.
man, war's really not cool, is it?
No, it's not.
Hey, Adira.
Oh, hello. I assumed we finished about the same time, so I went out.
Yep.
We have some fancy powder. Do you guys want to do fireworks tonight?
Fireworks.
Fireworks. How do you...
Spark
What kind
just chirps very loudly.
Yeah, Spark just goes,
Not actual fire spark.
What are fireworks?
Would fireworks exist in this fantasy world?
Nope.
What is the prevalence
actually,
of gunpowder?
actually, yeah. No, they would exist. Thank you. They would exist, yeah, you're right.
But would we have them in
You know
Yorn?
fire.
Not in Yorn. Not
Yeah.
anywhere but Shuhan, Uncle, and Uncle.
Okay.
Tove,
You know fireworks.
Firework. Like working a
No.
fire like a blacksmith.
No. It's like this
Like-
little. It's like
like
this
tending to a
like
campfire.
powder mixed together, and then you set it on. You like light it, and it shoots up into the sky and makes very pretty colors and designs.
That sounds wonderful.
So, like, you mean just magic?
Yeah, like what you and Aster and Ash can do with your hands.
Yes, but they're usually for celebrations and made by people. It's the craft. It's so gorgeous.
Well, that sounds very fun, but there's no fire, to be clear.
You can set it on fire to make it start.
Ooh, I'll do that part.
Or
So, DM question. With Druidcraft, it says you can create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect.
Yes.
Could I, like, try and make, like, an explosion of light?
Yeah, you could.
And be like, oh, do you mean like this? I'm just gonna cast it right in the middle of all this.
yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's not quite the same. Like, there's no big audio.
There's
but-
no pageantry.
It doesn't feel like you're a kid looking at fireworks. It feels like you're an adult looking at fireworks.
What a
I
great
think Adira just looks at it like she remembers fireworks so differently from the last time she saw it, and she's just like, maybe they weren't as fun as I remember.
Well, I think it's
I
gonna
like-
it's gonna be great, so let's have
I mean,
fun
we
with
could
it.
also use this as an explosive.
Boom! There's a crack of thunder. Tove is behind you all. Are we going to go?
Yes.
Yeah, we should probably head out. Huh?
Does Tove look like he has lipstick smudged on him?
He does not.
Dang.
Dang it.
Where is the dwarf?
She already headed out over that way.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Hopefully she got the carts ready. Come on.
Aster follows.
Adira also follows.
I'll walk alongside Arden.
I'm following them.
Okay, and who's gonna take driving the cart?
I think it's Adira, right? Like it's always
Yeah,
Adira, right?
Adira. I've done it all, the rest of the time.
Can we also establish that the cart looks a little bit like a soccer mom SUV?
Yes. It looks like a RAV4.
I don't want her to have a mom. Like, I originally didn't want her to be a mom, but then she just became a mom because you guys needed it.
It's just a covered wagon with a bunch of bumper stickers.
Yeah, it's the
There's,
family.
like, one
It's the
exposed
family
strip of
sticker.
like, wood paneling.
It's the family sticker, but there's like the mom, and then there's the first kid, and it's halfway into becoming a horse. then one kid, and then a little kid, and he's on fire.
There's another one that says my warlock is an honor roll student.
Crazy that we just bought it and had all these stickers already on it, right?
Yeah,
None
it's
of-
weird how it applies to us so well.
Okay, so you all can choose to ride basically through the night if you take shifts. This is not something that you can maintain for more than a day, but it's just that it's so late at night that if you all stop, like, if you all stop during the morning, you would be able to, like, make it another day without taking a long rest for everybody.
Okay, so
Sure.
did we decide? Yeah, I assume if we also decided this before With-
Sure.
Tove and Bruna, or are they also in the cart with us?
They are, and they are not speaking to each other. Whatever argument they had right when you all got to town, it seems like it's still fresh for both of them.
Okay. Yeah, Adira takes the first driving shift, so I guess the longest too.
I'm gonna sit up with Adira in the shotgun seat, and I'm gonna look over at Tove and Bruna. Adira,
Mm-hmm.
keep it down, but do you think that there's something going on between them? Should we try to smooth those waters over?
I think it has to happen naturally.
So you're saying we shouldn't get involved?
Not right now, at least. They seem to be upset with one another, and I feel like if we tried to help, it would only make it worse.
Okay, all right, I'll take your word for it. And I'm gonna look back at Arden and be like, "What do you think?"
I think this is a slow burn kind of thing.
Okay, fair enough.
Enemies to lovers doesn't happen overnight. A week at best.
Okay, we'll give it a week.
Yes.
All right, fine. I'm gonna turn around and focus on not driving the cart again.
Okay. Well, basically, you all can with. Oh, sorry. What did you want to do after?
As we're driving, Aster
Wait,
wants to just
Wait!
re-
We never got
What?
out!
we didn't get out!
I can say, you know what? I will executive decision. Y'all bought it back up.
Oh, thank you.
Thank God. I just realized
Ooh. Oh man,
Charlie and Biscuit get out finally.
yeah.
What did you want to do?
So we
Aster?
gave that to them before we. So while we're riding in the cart, I'm gonna be ritualistically casting Skywrite and just making random math sentences appear in the sky, and some of them are gonna be pointed towards Bruna and Tove, saying, "Forgive and forget."
What,
Live and
on-
let live. Just in the sky, every 10 minutes, there's a new saying that's forgive people kind of saying. That's a sign from above.
Yeah. Tove definitely notices, but then he just rolls over in the back of the cart and goes to sleep. Bruna doesn't notice for a while, and right before she nods off, she looks up and just has a face of what? And then she goes to sleep. But it's the next morning, and you all are awake. And who's driving during the day? Everybody feels rested, but you will have to rest tomorrow night. You can't keep that up multiple nights in a row or anything. So who's driving?
I can take the second one.
Okay. Adira hands the reins over to Arden.
And all of our stuff is reset, right?
we are gonna compound that with like resting and sort of talking and walking around town at calm as a long rest. So yeah, you're reset. But this is like morning now, and the storm overhead has pretty much died down to a trickle. You come to a river where it seems once there stood a mighty bridge, but it has crashed into the water. The river at its deepest seems like it's like 15 feet deep, too deep for your horses.
I have something that could possibly help.
I have a question.
Sure.
Would mending work to repair the bridge?
It would be a very long process because you would have
That's
to basically
true.
have both pieces you wanted to put back together. So you
Yeah.
would have to have people like levitating those and casting mend
Okay.
over a suit. Like it would be like to get a single stone pillar that was like 2 feet across to be back together. It would be like you mend, and that does like 4 inches of the stone.
Mhm.
If I were to use shape water, could I? Oh, well, no, it could only be like 15 feet of ice that got frozen. So I think I could freeze the top of the water so we could walk over it.
It's like 20. I think it's 20 feet across.
Yeah.
I'm having
And we're about 15 feet wide.
Yeah. Adira wakes up from her nap. What's going on? Why aren't we moving?
There is no bridge. There is no bridge at all.
Huh? She looks outside the cart and is like, oh,
I'm
fun.
gonna. Ash gets out the cart and starts exploring to see if there's anything he can find.
Okay, make a perception check. 14?
14.
Okay. Yeah, you notice there are bits of stone sort of like strewn about the bottom of this river, right around here, probably pieces of the bridge. You also notice there are about 6 shapes in the shade of this tree. A couple of them sleeping, 1 or 2 of them awake, but eating something.
Did they notice me?
They seem to know what's up on the other side of the river, yeah. They seem to have noticed you.
I'm gonna head back towards everybody else. Be like, there are some stones down at the bottom of the river, but they're also like, there's like a big group of people over there that I'm not sure if they're like just waiting. They might be looking for help having hot across as well, for all we know. But should we ask them?
Why not?
Yeah.
I have no idea where my token went because my page is being glitchy. I literally have no idea where she went.
Alright, I don't know where you
Oh,
went
I found
either.
her now.
Okay.
It's like it's like I go like scroll down to half the page and then it cuts off like
Yeah,
a
I'm sorry,
full
that's,
like 5 rows.
that's a roll 20.
Adira sat on Bruno's lap.
Hun,
Yeah.
do you mind being just a little bit louder?
Sorry. Yeah, I scrolled down ever so slightly and like it cuts off like
Yeah, that's
a chunk of the page.
that's a roll 20 thing. It's unfair.
If you zoom in closer, it doesn't cut it off.
Oh, thank you. That does help. Okay. I just like saying the whole map because I'm weird. All right. Dara gets off the cart. She was sitting. She, I think, started slumping over to Bruda when she was sleeping. There are 2 ashes now.
Yep, I realized I did this page without the good tokens, so I'm sorry. Here they are.
Double the ashes, double the fun.
So, yeah, you are in front of this river. There are pieces of rock in the bottom, and there are a few figures over in the shade of that tree.
Could maybe some of them help us build back? Adira is gonna walk to the edge of the river near where the.
I'm gonna follow along
I'm gonna go with her too.
just to be sure.
Just the squad.
Yeah, you know. Okay, why is this happening? I try to go to move my token and it scrolls down the page instead. Stop this.
Okay, so you all come to the edge of the water.
Yeah, I'm gonna get close to like hello? And she calls across, hello?
One of them stands up. Hi!
Do you need
he's
help?
cast in shadow.
Do you also need help crossing?
Oh no, we ferry people across.
Where's your ferry?
It's down the river. There's
Why
another
are you in
crossing.
a tree?
We're not in a tree. We're resting.
Oh,
Only one of us needs to be on the boat.
Could it take our cart across?
Yeah, it could.
What's the price?
How heavy is your cart? Do you know? It's 2 horses. He kind of squints.
Yes.
I think we could take the horses across on a trip with some of you all, and then, yeah, I think we would be able to. Well, we would need to get it on. So we would get the horses in the cart by itself without you all. I would take you all across first, and then. So I think we could do it in about 2 trips. Call that 10 silver.
That's pretty reasonable.
that's
She says
really
looking around the group.
reasonable.
That seems
Yeah, that's
pretty reasonable.
insanely good price.
I mean,
It's
yes,
just-
it's our job, yeah.
It's just
No.
down which way?
We're down. My brother is ferrying a couple of people at another crossing. Denny, and he slaps one of the guys next to him. Go get the ferry. One of the
Do
guys
they
gets up
look
and
like
squints
ferrymen?
up. They look like. I mean, they're in like plain Howland or
Okay.
peasant stuff.
Would in Yorn, are there like a lot of cons that get pulled?
In Yorn, no, because
Yeah.
if you pull a con, you get killed.
Okay.
What about in
Um,
Gold Islands?
Non-stop, especially
Yeah,
at
that's
Oil
what I was
Con.
thinking. Especially probably by Ash when he was a kid. I'm gonna roll an insight check.
Sure.
Yeah, I would like to do that as well, just because I don't trust anyone that puts me in a situation that I don't have control over.
Arden, let's be honest, you don't trust anyone who's poor.
Well, I don't trust anyone, period.
Okay. Yeah, Arden, you go ahead and make an insight check too.
Oh!
I have no fucking clue.
These just seem like any peasant to you. Yeah, Ash. They might be trying to screw you. You're not quite sure. What's up?
Alright, I'm gonna be like, okay, so you're gonna take us over first, right?
I mean, it's up to you all, really. We'll take you over. We could leave if one of you wants to drive the cart yourself onto the ferry. I mean, it's just, you know, it is a problem of weight. We couldn't do all of you and the cart all at once.
How
Fair.
close is the nearest one?
He's probably like here.
Like, oh man. You said here, or you said in this square, right?
Yeah, I'm getting a token.
Adira looks over at Ash and she says, "What's up? Is something wrong?"
Well, I don't know, it's just... You know, it might be nothing, but maybe I just kind of get a vibe that they might be trying to screw with us a little bit. I'm not really sure.
Do you want to go over with the horses and the carriage?
I feel like I'd feel safer if some of us were over here and some of us were over there, and they don't, just so they don't steal our carriage and our horses.
That's understandable.
Is the bank of the water, how deep is it? Like, could I step into it?
Yeah, it would be about 5 feet right there.
I'm gonna take one step, and then I'm gonna cast. Right, because I am within 30 feet now. I'm gonna cast Charm Person on that guy.
Oh,
Okay, what does he have to do?
DC Wisdom save 15.
Okay. He does not succeed.
I say, how come you can't take both us and the horses? I mean, I know you said the weight, but I mean,
Well-
we have a friend here who's very small.
We could do it with. We could. It might sink it, but if you want us to, we can do it. It might sink our ferry, but we can certainly do it. And then one of the guy who was originally talking just looks at him and goes, "No, we won't. Don't offer things that we have agreed we're not doing for people. We're not risking the ferry. That." Oh no, but we can do it. And the guy who you charmed is just like nodding at you, Aster. We can do it. We'll do it.
And you're not trying to in the price. Is that a fair price that you're?
Oh,
I
10,
just want to make.
10 silver for the trips. Yeah, that's certainly fair.
And you're not planning on taking our stuff, are you?
I'm not. I don't want to take anything from you. I'll give you my stuff. Do you want my shirt?
Oh no, that's
Do you want
very
my
kind.
Do you want my sword?
Oh no, are your friends going to be? Nice
The
dress,
guy
too.
who was
These are very-
talking earlier slams that guy's head into the trunk and says, "All right, so you just cast a spell on one of us? Is that what you did?"
No, why would I ever do that?
Because Luigi's not that cordial with us, and we've known him for years.
Oh well, I have just one of those faces that people.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. We will put our ferry in a point in the river, and you will walk across it one at a time. One of you will stay behind, and you can lead your horses over. And if any one of you casts a spell on any of us, the ferry will be gone, and you can figure out how to cross by yourself. Make a deception check, Aster.
oh boy.
I'm usually not good at these. I am on just a straight roll, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh please, gods. Oh please, nice gods. Ooh, 16.
Yeah, the one of the other guys is just like, "Oh, Giuseppe, I think he's on the up and up. They seem all right. Don't need to do that. We can just do it as normal. Do it the normal way." Fine. Come across in whatever order you want. We'll bring you across. All of you at once, and one person can drive the cart, or one of us can drive the cart. Either or. But don't cast a spell.
Well, we wouldn't sink your boat, so we'll say, Ash, you can drive the cart, right? You've done it before.
Yeah. Sure. You go like this to go forward, and you go like that to go in?
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, sure. Wow.
How about we just... Adira is... You said that the... Adira's gonna look over at Arden, and she's just gonna say, You don't weigh very much, do you?
Arden. Someone's on mute.
I don't look like I weigh that much. I mean, unless... Do I?
No, you look perfectly fine. I'm asking, you don't weigh that much, so if you drove the horses.
I can drive the horses, yes.
Yes, so it wouldn't add that much more weight.
Yes.
You look like you weigh like a pound.
I'm skinny, thank you. And he gets back on the horses.
You see Denny, the guy who ran off, and another guy who looks like this are on the boat. You see that the other guy does have like a very simple axe strung to his hip.
Okay. I'm gonna get on the boat with him. It hides my token, but I'm gonna get on the boat with them. And I think Ash is just he's kind of like very casually, not like drawing attention to it, got his hand on the bone dagger.
Sure. Tove and Bruna get on as well. Tove not looking at anything. Tove has his, just out in the open, has his hand on his sword.
I want to stick close to the guy that I charmed.
Okay, he's just kind of sitting quietly.
You don't happen to have any paint on you, do you?
I don't. No, I don't. And you see that one of the guys who is closer to the tree, as you all step off, you see he's grabbed something, and the ferry pushes itself back, and you see that he has grabbed a group of swords and passed them out to his buddies. And
I
Damn it.
fucking knew it.
so Denny and the other guy, they jump off of the ferry and start running towards you, Arden.
I'm getting off the thing, like, here we fucking go, and
Everybody-
I'm pulling out my sword.
Everybody roll initiative.
Damn it.
We can never travel peacefully.
Oh, man.
What did you get, Connor?
I need to roll. Sorry. I was looking at my charm person spell. I was seeing if he would stay charmed even if I was hitting his friends, but
I don't think so. Can you roll? Oh, you did.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Ash and Aster, can you roll again?
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be Ash first on the 8 initiative. Okay, well, first up in our order, it is Adira.
Okay, first, gonna cast Shield of Faith. Hold on, let me quickly check to see if it is... No, you're more than 60 feet, dang it.
And
When you get within range.
just from roleplay perspective, the guy who had been doing most of the talking was just like, all right, throw down your weapons and give us your coin. And then I was just guessing that you all would immediately jump into fighting.
Absolutely. Okay, so Adira is bonus action going to cast Spiritual Weapon and go to attack this man right over here with it.
Okay. 22 does hit.
22 for 3 damage, okay, and then for her actual action, because that's a bonus action, and just acting with it, because I'm pretty sure it's part of that bonus action, she's going to run up and attack this man right here, just swinging her mace right at him.
Okay. 22 does in fact hit.
An 8. Okay, and I will let you know, a spiritual weapon, I believe, is it a concentration spell?
Nope.
It's not. Never mind.
It
Okay.
is not.
If it was, I would have advantage, but since it's not, and that's her turn.
Okay. Next up in the order, it is Tove, who basically just beelines out. Gets right there. This guy's going to take an attack of opportunity on Tove. Misses. He gets in front of the one who you charmed, Aster, and he's just going to ram him through with his sword. He hits. I'm going to roll damage with his sheet. So the attack roll is not important. Well, would have worked. Okay, this guy's bloodied. The guy who you charmed, and he is no longer charmed.
Oh, Hunt, I'm so sorry. It didn't add my spellcasting ability modifier to the
Spiritual
weapon hit, so it is 7 damage, not just...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And that is Tove's turn. Next up in the order, it is Arden. Sure, go.
Okay, so the new sword that I have.
Yes, I did not give you those stats. So basically, it's a +1 rapier if you're using it in your hand, or you can use an action, and then on your next turn and the turn after that, it will basically have 30 feet of movement and a single attack.
Okay.
I would like to say, for anyone wondering, I didn't remember that he had this fancy rapier. I just thought that Arden was probably the skinniest, so he wouldn't add much weight to the cart. I legitimately did not remember.
It is only a +1 rapier if you are using it. Otherwise, it's just a rapier with normal stats for you.
Yeah. Can I just modify my current rapier to a +1 and use that as my attack whenever I do that?
Yeah. And its name is Montoya.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
Yep, you got it.
You killed my father.
Prepare to die.
Ooh.
My name is Inigo Montoya. This sword was made by a son and a father.
The son is dead. Prepare to die.
For now, if you want to just take your turn and edit it,
Yeah.
somebody else's.
I'm just using that one. Okay, so... Yeah. That's 40 feet. I'm going to use cunning action to run at that guy, I guess.
Okay.
And attack him.
Sure.
Nice.
Oh,
Fuck
nice.
yeah!
Okay.
And because of rakish audacity, I don't need someone to be within 5 feet. Just as long as any other creature is not within 5 feet of me, I can proc sneak attack.
Okay.
So that is an extra 3d6.
Woohoo!
Kill him, kill him, kill him.
That's all double too, right?
Exact damage it is, but the 7 itself is exact damage to put this guy down.
I just, like, leisurely kind of walk up with my sword and just stab him in the throat.
Yep. And he is like having trouble pulling the axe from his belt when you just stab him and he slides off. And Denny goes, "Oh fuck."
Is the other guy still there?
Yep.
I just want to glare at him. And I still have 20 feet of movement, so I'm going to walk in front of him.
Alright,
You have one chance to leave.
I will take it.
Go on.
It's Bruna's turn after you.
Well, first of all, take me across the ferry, please.
The oar is across the boat. I mean, you can you can use it if you want.
Okay.
No.
Fine, go.
I'll take you across. I'll take you across. I promise. Do you want to get on the ferry?
I'm getting on the ferry, yeah, I guess.
Okay. After you, it's Bruna. Bruna is going to rush forward and is going to lift her battle axe above her head to cave this guy's chest in if she hits. She does, in fact, hit. So let's see what Bruna can do with the old sheet. Yeah, Bruna does 10 damage and puts old charmed fellow down. Okay, that is Bruna's turn. Next up, it is Ash.
So, if I'm here and I cast
You're
a
right
15-foot cone. Oh, no, I know, but if I move here and I cast a 15-foot cone at these guys, that would hit who exactly? Would that hit Adira?
Basically, the way that the cones work in a square map is it would go to there, but then you would have to decide if it goes one in front of you, then 2, then 3, or if it goes 1, 2, 3. Like you could not hit
all of them.
You could not unless you were okay with. Well, no, you could hit all of them. You would just have to hit Adira if you did it this way.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, yeah, I'll walk up and I'll be like, Adira, you might want to duck, and I'm going to cast Burning Hand. Okay, hold on, though. This is a 3rd level spell because I'm a warlock. I'm going to... Dude, it's so much damage. It's going to be 5d6 on a dex save. Ash would not harm Adira in any way. That is just not something he would do. So instead, he's going to not point it at the one that she attacked, but point it at just the 3 in front of him, right? So I can do, you said, like this direction, basically, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do it along this line. I'm going to cast Burning Hands. I don't know why it's not popping up, or is my map just not loading?
It looks like it's just a blank thing. I can try clicking it if you want.
That's weird. Okay.
But you do Burning Hands.
That's a dex save that they all have to make. Creatures take 3d6 fire damage on a fail saved, or half as much damage on a successful one. And since it's a 3rd level spell, it's going to be 5d6. So I'm going to roll 5d6. That was horrible, but dang.
Okay. So 15 points of damage. Yep. Okay. So both of the littler dudes are bloodied. Oh wait, Dex. I gotta see if they make the saves or not. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3 down the line. What's your DC?
15.
15. Okay. First guy fails. Second guy fails. Last guy succeeds. So he'll take 7. So both of these dudes are bloodied. This guy's not.
Okay, cool. And then let me just make sure I don't think I have a bonus action anything. So, yeah, okay, I think that's probably my turn. So this guy is the strong boy?
He's the strong boy, yes.
Okay, I'm going to look at him and I'm just going to say, all right then. Come on, you and me. You and me, big man. Let's go. Let's go. You and me. I'm going to spit on him.
No. Okay, Aster, it's your turn.
Aster is going to walk. Well, that seems like a very bad idea. Yeah. No, you know what? He's gonna stay right where he is, and he's gonna cast Ice Knife at 1st level. And at this guy. And so that is going to be...
Okay, he got a 14 on his saving throw, so that doesn't look like it succeeds.
26 to hit.
26 to hit, okay.
So he takes 1 piercing from the ice knife hitting him, and then 8 on that dex save, and then this guy and this guy also need to make a dex save.
Okay, both of the other guys succeed.
All right, so they take. Do they take damage on this save?
I believe since it's a level 1, they just don't take it. But this guy, when it explodes,
No, it's half as much damage on a. Or no, that's my thing. Never mind.
there's some spells that it's half as much, and some spells where it's nothing. And I think because it's level 1, it's nothing. I don't have the description in front of me though.
Yeah, it's ice knife. It's not half.
Yeah.
This guy, but he gets hit, and at first he grabs it and feels like he's fine, and then it explodes in his hand, and he kind of shields the others from it by accident. But the shrapnel seems to dig itself in, and he slumps back dead.
Oh, this tree's on fire, by the way. I forgot to.
Oh, okay, cool. Is that Aster's turn?
Oh, if the tree's on fire, then Aster is going to back up.
Okay. Next up, it is the bandit chief's turn, and he is going to draw his sword out. It's the only long sword in the bunch, and he is going to make a sweeping attack, so he can attack both Tove and Ash.
Okay.
Does not hit Tove. It is a 22 to hit Ash.
That does hit me.
Okay. You will take. You take 9 points of slashing damage, and you're knocked back 5 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
What? Let me. What?
He does not succeed.
Okay, cool. So that would be.
Looks like 9 damage. Or
I have no idea how that all worked. That's not because that only rolled 2d4, and it should be because it's a 3rd level spell 4d10. So.
It does look like it was 4d10.
It was.
Yeah. You did a 4 and a 1,
weirdly.
and a 5 and a 4.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, so it was 5 plus 9, so that was 14 damage.
Okay.
Man, I've been getting very unlucky with the rolls I'm in on my damage.
I mean, it could be worse. 14 damage is not bad.
And you said I took 9 hit points?
And then he is going to make another wide attack. He does hit Tove. Tove will take a good amount of damage, and Tove gets pushed back. And then he is going to move here. Bruna gets an attack of opportunity. She misses, and that is his turn. Now it's the bandit's turn. This guy is going to move down here and attack you, Ash.
Cool, do it.
He has advantage from Pack Tactics. Higher one is a 25.
Okay, that hits.
You take 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Then this guy, Adira, is going to strafe around you and try and attack you. That is a 24 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. Max damage. You take 14 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then this guy is like, all right, you want to get on the boat?
Yeah, I'll get on the boat. Let me go get my horses first.
Okay.
You stay here.
I will stay
My
here.
friend has a floating weapon.
Sure.
If you drop your weapon and lay on the ground, you might not get hit.
I will drop my weapon. And he drops his sword into the river.
That's a good one. I was going to suggest you kick it in, but you're thinking for yourself. That's very good.
And I will lay down. And he lays down. He's prone. and you may go and get the horses if you like. Oh wait,
Okay.
no, that's not. That's the
Yeah,
end
it's
of
not
his
my
turn.
action.
Now it is. Now it's Adira's turn.
Adira is going to cast Guiding Bolt, so she simply just point at the guy who just hit her for 14 damage, and she's just going to point her mace at him.
Is that a ranged attack?
It is. It's
Okay.
Guiding Bolt.
It'll have disadvantage, or he'll have advantage on the saving throw.
It is a ranged spell attack against target. I don't know how to do. Do I just click the disadvantage thing and then cast it?
Yeah, or you could cast it twice and we'll take the lower attack roll. Okay, so a 7. Yeah, he just sort of like bends back and it flashes past him.
Alright. And I don't really have anything for a bonus action.
Well, your
Spiritual-
spiritual
got
weapon
spiritual weapon.
is right here.
Yeah, but my spiritual weapon only can move 20 feet then
Mhm.
from where it last was, so it could really only hurt the guy who's already prone.
We could bring it 20 feet closer.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bring it then 20 feet closer.
Okay. That's your spiritual weapon.
Yep.
Alright, then that's Adira's turn. Next up, it is Tove. Tove is going to turn and attack this guy. He misses. He just sort of swings, and this guy, basically, he swings where he's gonna be after he dodges your guiding bolt, but this guy just reacts quick enough to, like, bolt back upright, and Tove goes, "Ugh!" And that is Tove's turn. Next up, Arden.
Okay. I'm gonna go get the horses.
Okay.
Arden's so casual about this. I love it.
Yeah, I think
Bring them
your
forward.
action, you whip the reins, like Spider-Man, and they go and they get on the cart, and that's your turn. Then next up, it is Bruna. Bruna, how bad does Ash look? Is Ash like bloodied?
Ash is fine.
Okay, then she is going to take her battle axe and swing it. Actually, she's going to try to go for Big Boy. He's more of a threat. She swings, she hits. Does a good amount of damage. And that is her turn. Next up, Ash, it's your go. Oh, our boy is bloodied.
The big guy?
Big guy's bloodied.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Bonfire. Nothing. I'm gonna cast Bonfire. So it's gonna. Everybody needs to make a. I'm gonna cast it like right here because I think it's a 5-foot cube.
Sure.
So I'll cast it so that it gets all of us, including me. And everybody needs to make a dex save.
Okay. Both of them have failed.
Okay, cool. 2d8. 7 fire damage.
Okay.
And I get healed for 4.
Okay. The first
I
guy...
just-
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just gonna look at the guy as I like spit on the ground in between the three of us, and it just bursts into flames. And I'm gonna stare at him as his friend dies, and look up, and you'll just see like a cut along my cheek just start to like sear closed.
And he goes, "Oh, fuck."
You're goddamn right.
All right. Oh. Okay. And then next up is Aster.
Question: could I cast Thorn Whip on? I'm assuming this is Bruna, but not do damage to her, just to be able to pull her back,
No.
because she's kind of in a burning tree at the moment.
No, you couldn't do that without casting damage.
Oh, darn it. Okay. Then I guess I will just cast Frostbite on On this guy. On the leader.
Okay, what's the saving throw?
It's a con save of 14.
Okay, he has failed.
Yay, so it's 2d6.
God, okay, I needed to have like 18 more of these guys. 2d6, you said?
Yeah, 2d6 cold. Did I click it? I did. So it's 5.
Okay, he takes up
And
5 damage.
his next melee weapon attack is at disadvantage.
Okay. Is that your turn?
How bad does Toph look?
He's not quite bloodied. He's in the neighborhood, but he's not there.
Fey magic shit him.
Okay. While you roll that, I'll go ahead and have the bandits act. This guy is going to attack Adira. That's a natural 20.
Shit.
Fun.
You take 17 points of slashing damage.
Oh wow.
There is bloodied.
Okay.
Wow.
That's not good.
Adira is always the one that gets the most hurt.
She's the tank, so it's expected.
I've honestly been thinking about maybe going full paladin classes, just so I can do more damage.
Ash, you get an attack of opportunity as the sword of leader breaks.
Cool. Bone dagger.
Toph got 6
17
points
to
and
hit.
1.
10 piercing
10.
damage.
Okay. You stab him in his kidney as he runs away. And he falls to the ground, and the fire spreads and covers him. How much did he get back, Connor?
6 regular health and then 1 extra 1 temp hit point.
Okay, yeah, he's looking a lot better. He turns and he just shoots his eyes at you and says, "Thanks." And then this guy starts Arden across the river. Oh god, this is a horrible construction. And as soon as he uses his action to push, and then the fairy goes, and as soon as he gets to this side, he just he stands up, moves, and jumps into the water and swims to the other side.
That was smart. I was going to kill you.
Oh, please don't. And then that is the bandit's turn. We go back to the top of the order with Adira.
Adira's just gonna go back to the classics, swing her mace at him, and try to bludgeon him in his face after all the damage he's done to her.
Sure. 9,
Why?
unfortunately, does not hit.
Hold on. Okay, my spiritual weapon went to there. Has it any closer? Dang it!
Wait, hold on. So I actually moved it 1 over, so it is originally here. So it does look like you would be able to get it within 20 feet. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if yeah, okay, so I then use my spiritual weapon to try to I think it's an axe, so I try to
Oh my god.
stab him in the back. But I'm gonna cast it at a 3rd level, so hopefully if I do damage, I do more damage.
Can you change it after you've already summoned it?
No, but did I say it was a...
Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember saying what it was, but...
A 5
It's-
unfortunately does not hit. No. A 5 does
Dog.
not hit. Sorry, yeah, dog. And
Doggone it.
he's a good boy. Sorry.
I'm just upset about my shitty rolls.
I'm sorry. He's licking my hand now, so I got distracted. Next up, it is Tove, and Tove... Oh man, I don't want Tove to be the one to finish the fight. But Tove hits this guy. This guy is bloodied and on his last legs. After he takes his long sword and just stabs it into his side. Next up, Arden, it's your turn.
I'm gonna get off the horse and try and stab this guy.
Yeah, I don't know if you're close enough.
If I'm right here,
It would take you 10 feet of movement to jump down.
I can take cunning action to dash.
Oh, yeah, then you're close enough. So yeah, you could be able to get behind him.
I don't have another use for my bonus action, so
Arden, throw him into the fire.
if I'm behind him,
You-
would that be
You get advantage,
Advantage?
so you would get
Okay.
sneak attack.
sweet?
Okay, yeah.
And that is 3d6.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
You
I
stabbed him
just
through the back of the throat.
come up behind and stab him just straight through. It's like, I have the cart. We're all across. And I
Thank
walk
you.
back to get back on the cart.
And he slips down.
Hey, Aster, can you put out the fire I made?
Yeah, Tove has walked over to it, and he holds out his hand, and you see a, like, beam of blue energy shoot out from it that feels cold.
Tove?
And he starts spraying it.
Tove, what are you doing?
Magic.
You know magic?
Yeah, in my village, there were a few people who knew it, and they taught me the basics, but I couldn't really grasp it. But the other night, I sort of just thought about it. It made sense to me.
Well, that's awesome. Look at that, you can put out a fire.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a big fire. Aster.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll help. Walks up, and I'm gonna cast Frostbite as many times as needed.
Yeah, and the two of you managed to do it. The tree is definitely burned up a little bit.
What about that body?
That all the bodies that were nearby have been charred, except for the leader, and then there was that guy right there.
Could I put my hand on the tree and, like, focus really hard and try and, like, cast Druidcraft to make some of the leaves come back?
You could. It would basically just be for aesthetics, and it wouldn't last very long.
I don't know.
That's fine. As long as it looks like it's working, Aster's fine with it.
Yeah. Bruna spits onto one of the burnt corpses.
Hey, Arden, do you want to help me search the big guy?
Is there anything left? I saw that you lit the entire tree on fire. And him. And his friend.
And then I stabbed him in the kidney.
Oh, you did. I stabbed two of them through the throat.
Wow!
That one's running away. I gave him a chance. I was going to kill him once we got me across, but he jumped in the river.
Are we getting a little too violent?
I mean, they tried to kill us, so...
I know, but, like, are we just murdering everyone we see? Should we maybe tone that back a little bit?
Listen,
No, I mean,
No.
it's
if
kind
they
of...
tried to kill us first, I don't have a problem with it.
Also,
They had a good con going on. They could have charged us, like, 10 gold for each run, and I would have been like, okay, that sounds reasonable, and we would have gone across, and they would have been 20 gold richer. But now they're all dead, so...
Well, that guy's not dead.
That guy's not dead. Do you want to shoot him?
No!
Okay.
I feel like he learned his lesson.
I think he's going to be just fine.
Also, I mean, back in our home country, and I point to Tove and Bruna, you know, if someone were to pull something like this, I mean, this is the outcome that would happen back home as well. We don't really get a lot of this, though, because this is usually the outcome.
I mean, really,
putting an axe in their fucking head was the right move.
yeah, just think about how many innocents they've probably killed. It's a lot, I guarantee, because they have complete control of this entire stretch of water.
Aye. But even if they weren't killing innocents, you know, they were trying to cheat us out of our money.
Yeah, exactly.
They were
Well,
going
Now
to
they're
steal from
dead,
us.
so they can't do it again.
10 silver is very reasonable. I don't think that they even needed to.
Well, they were trying to rob us.
I mean, yes, but it just feels like they really could
They
have.
had control of the means of movement. They could have charged whatever they wanted and been fine, but they didn't because they were likely too stupid to realize. Now they're dead.
Arden, help me find. I want to look and see if this guy has anything valuable on him. And I'll be honest, you're a little better than that at me.
Okay.
Arden, make an investigation check with advantage from Ash helping you. What does Ash helping someone check through a dead body's belongings look like?
It's a lot of Ash being like, "Hey, check that pocket. You haven't checked that pocket yet."
So Arden, you are working, and then just a tiny little hand appears in your line of sight, pointing at a pocket.
And I check that pocket, and what is in it?
Okay. Yeah.
Do
You.
any?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
You rifle through it and you see a map to a safe house.
To a what?
A safe house. It says
Safe house.
old abandoned mansion by the river.
Old abandoned mansion. Okay,
Old
got it.
abandoned mansion. Mansion.
Did Adira notice that any of them had reasonably good armor?
None of them were in armor.
Well, I found a map.
Well, what's it say?
It's a safe house.
Ooh,
And it's pointing towards their safe house.
are we like in need of a rest anytime soon?
I mean,
Yes.
it's like morning, but
We could take a short rest, certainly.
It might be good to. I mean, it's looking at the map. I would say Arden, you with being a noble, you're pretty. You know some stuff about maps. It seems like you would reach this at around like sundown.
Okay. It would take us a while, but like we could rest in the cart. I don't need a rest. I don't have to recharge any spiritual energy. I use a sword. That's it. That's my thing.
Well, I say maybe we can camp there. It's on the way, right? We can probably just camp at that safe house.
The problem might be more men, but if they are as ill-equipped as these men, it won't be an issue. If they are, yeah.
Frankly, if it's a safe house made of wood, I think I can handle it.
Holy shit! Are you saying you could burn them down? Like just burn down the building?
I mean, I point at the tree.
Because, I mean, I'm just saying, we burn down the safe house and we all stand at the door, the only exits. They won't
Right.
know.
That feels really evil, but
It does, but like if it's clear that they're going to kill us. But then again, we are going into their territory.
this all seems
Let's
very,
ask
I'm gonna like be having this conversation as we walk back towards the cart, and like we're like musing philosophy. I assume that both of us are idiots.
Yeah.
Adira is slumped against the side of the cart, just completely drained and bloodied.
Oh,
I'm a little too tired to heal you right now, Adira, but
Can I pass her a standard healing potion?
yeah.
I bought these a while back. Completely forgot about them.
Well, maybe we should save those
thank
for
you.
when we don't have the
Yeah, I don't
any spell
really.
slots
If I just
left.
get some
And I'm gonna
rest.
cast your
Well,
will.
how about this?
Second
You
level.
keep that one because you tend to get hurt quite a bit.
Yes, I don't understand. I have the most AC. How do I keep? How
You know,
does Ben roll so
honestly,
well against me?
I don't know.
I just think the people of Hallandor don't like women.
You cast Cure
Most
Wounds.
states don't.
Master.
Yeah, second level, and she gets 10 points of healing back as the little magical fairy dust surrounds her.
Thank you. I'm no longer bloodied. Yeah, I don't really understand. It seems like no place likes women, so
Oh. Well, yeah, maybe.
I mean,
Well,
she's
we like
absolutely right.
We
I
like her.
like Adira, but like everyone
Thank
seems to
you.
be trying to kill her.
hmm,
Your thoughts, Bruna? How are women treated in Yorn?
Better than here.
There we go. Let's
Yorn
go to Yorn.
technically-
Let's go to Yorn then.
Yeah, Aster, you are aware that Yorn, there is
a woman in charge.
a woman in charge of the largest unified force, but it's women have more power in most decisions made on a clan level. They have more structural power in Yorn than men.
My druid village was also matriarchal.
That's not true.
Never mind. Nobby.
But what do we say with our with you all with the discovery that institutionalized sexism exists? Let's take a break and meet back at 7:50.
Yeah. So, Emmy, just for the record, how much HP do you have?
I have 44.
I have 48.
And he did like max. I rolled like really
Max
poorly.
damage.
Yeah. He did max damage once. I think and then he got the crit. So he did like, I think he did a total of like, oh dang, I cannot do math. He did pretty much a total of like 31 damage to me.
Jesus.
I'm
my
gonna very
God.
quickly, because I've
And my
completely forgot.
AC is 18.
Oh my god.
How does he roll so well only against me? Are his dice sexist?
Oh my god. See, that's the thing, right? Is like I honestly think this is something that's never really been explored in game because nobody's really attacked Ash until today. I think Ash is the tank of the group.
Yeah, you definitely do the most damage.
No, I can take a ton of damage. I can take I have 48 hit
Are you
points.
resistant to a lot too?
Just fire.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I have 51.
You have 50. Wait, how do you have 51?
I don't know. I rolled.
Oh, you rolled. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, why aren't
How
you
do I
on the
have
front line more often
44 in
then?
comparison?
Jeez, what is everybody's constitution score? Because I've got a 17. I thought that I was sitting here like,
My con's an 18.
16.
Jesus, we're all beefy boys, and then Arden's like the one-hit wonder.
Yeah, I have an 18 in my wisdom, and 18 in my con, and then I have 16 in my charisma, and then everything else is 13, so 12.
See, my wisdom is 18, then my con is 16, and like strength and dexterity are 15, and then below that is intelligence and charisma. So it's like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I rolled like super well on 3 stats, and then bad on intelligence, and like average on everything else. I have like 20 dex, 18 charisma, and 17 con. I'm
Damn.
like, I'm very good at 3 things and pretty bad at everything else.
I'm good at like 2 things and then pretty mediocre at everything else relative to the 2 things I'm good at. But like, I have been thinking, because like, I do regret not making her a paladin. Because I think that would have been fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I've played a lot of clerics before. I was just like, we need a healer. I'll play that.
Paladins are
Yeah.
good healers, though. I mean,
They are.
you could drop to medium armor and you'd be sitting in the same spot because your dex is
I
+2.
know.
And
But
like you
what's
could
crazy-
switch to something that doesn't give you disadvantage on
Yeah. But what's
spell.
crazy is the fact that like a lot of those armor that like doesn't give you disadvantage, you can only get your modifier can only be a maximum of like, so you switch down to something that's like 14 plus your dex mod. It's 14 only maximum of your dex mod too.
Mhm.
So it could only ever be 16, which I already have. Like you said, I could be exactly the same, or I could get better armor.
Yeah. It's like it might be
So it's
worth it
kinda
for
like-
us to buy Adira like a set of medium armor that doesn't oppose disadvantage, and then when we
Yeah.
get like plate armor, that
Yeah.
way you can be like either stealth mode Adira or combat mode Adira. And when you put on that plate
way
mail,
I've been-
it's like, okay, shit's getting down. Like,
With the way I've been rolling, it seems like there is only one Adira, and that's get close to dying Adira.
no.
I think Ben has rolled almost most of the critical damage on Adira, because like the second
Yeah,
episode when he went
Adira
down,
gets
he-
all the damage.
Yeah.
somehow he just, because it's just me, I always get hit.
Well, I think it's just because we have 3 traditionally squishier classes and a cleric, so some like subconscious DM thing I would be guilty of. I know a lot of DMs would probably be guilty of. It's like,
Oh, yeah,
just
wait-
go for the cleric. They have a high AC.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The smart part
Fair
of
though.
the smart part of the bandits is, well, let's attack these people we can hit. But the part of me that wants this to be a compelling narrative thinks, well, let's hit the one that's hard to hit, so she can just heroically bash these away.
I would also really quickly like to point out, when I did critical damage on that first hit with Montoya, technically sneak attack damage also gets a critical.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay,
There's
let's
just the
actually
name.
calculate how much
I want to
damage
roll it
you
now.
did.
So that's a 6 plus.
No, hold on. You did.
No, it
Seven.
was 7 on that first one, and it doubled. It would have just been 14.
Okay. Are we doubling or are we rolling twice?
Wait, no. That first hit was an 8 doubled, so that's 16 from the dice doubled.
It's
Because I know roll 20
roll
is
20
making it roll twice.
Yeah,
but
roll
are we
20
doing like a double?
automatically rolls twice, but I think that your sneak attack did roll. So
It
you
did
just
not.
did roll 3d6. So okay, so
Yeah.
we would use
So it
the
would have been 13 plus 12 plus 1.
It would have been 31 damage.
Yeah.
In one hit.
I rolled max damage, even if it wasn't a crit on Montoya.
you rolled the worst spin-off of Irredeemable by Mark Waid. That's a joke for me and Logan. Yeah, my dogs are very grumpy, so I'm going to be dealing with a lot of them coming to me and demanding attention. But
I like part of Irredeemable, but not the whole thing.
I reading it just feels like if it's like the thing with Mark Waid and Mark Waid and Grant Morrison. Sorry, I had to push it all the way. The thing with both of them is it's basically like whichever of them gets to something first is the version of it that I like better. Like
Yeah.
they're both basically my favorite comic book writer, but like by the time that Irredeemable came about, there was already All-Star Superman, and All-Star Superman is a deconstruction of Superman while also still being like, but Superman's cool and I like Superman. So
Yeah.
reading the
Honestly-
deconstruction about him being evil, there's too many stories where
Yeah,
Superman's evil.
Evil Superman is boring.
It doesn't
The better
interest me.
version of Irredeemable is Incorruptible, where it's the evil guy going good to beat what's his name?
Oh wait, that is max damage. That's I dislike Incorruptible. I think that it's not as good as Irredeemable.
Oh, okay. I like him, like the concept of that hero. Like his powers are very cool.
Yeah, I really like that, and I liked the first few issues of Max Damage, but then
No,
Can
it starts
we-
out great. And
Can
then
we
it
canonically
really hits
say?
off.
Can we canonically say that this is the conversation Arden and Bruna are having as we ride away from the ferry?
yeah, it's about a papyrus book.
Yeah.
But hey, we're back.
Boom Studios.
All right, so are we going to this safe house then?
Absolutely.
All right.
Adira's asleep, so she says nothing.
All right, and you all continue to ride through most of the day. Does anybody have a conversation that they've been meaning to have with somebody?
I want to ask Ash. Well, did any of us see the flames close up his thing, or have we noticed that before? Have we had that conversation yet?
No, I think you make a retroactive perception check
I think this is the first time I've done it where it was obvious.
where it was
I've-
invisible
Oh,
space.
7. No.
Okay, but I will say that you do still recall that you could tell that he was lying about the feather.
Oh, yeah. But I do want to ask that when oh, well, he is socially awkward, so he wouldn't understand to talk about stuff in private. Yeah, he's gonna ask about Ash.
Oh yeah, what's up? I'm gonna say that Ash and Aster are sitting with their legs dangling off the back of the cart, covered in blood.
Yep. I've been meaning to ask you, why did you lie about the feather?
Huh?
Oh, I could just tell that when we asked you about that phoenix feather, that you said like you didn't know anything about it, but like I could sense that you did.
Can I make an insight check?
Yep. Make an insight check. For what are you trying to... Well, what were you trying to intuit?
If I could trust Aster.
It's up to you, Ian, whether you feel like you can.
Well, I guess I was lying about it because, like, it's one of those things where it can just be really dangerous if people know you know too much, you know what I mean?
Oh, I know all about that.
Yeah, exactly. So, I figured it's just safer. I mean, like, I like you guys and all, but don't get me wrong. I mean, like, I've only really known you for less than a week. So, for all I know, you might be playing it nice now, but you could end up stabbing me in the back.
Well, what if I traded you my secret knowledge and you told me yours? That way, if I do ever seem to turn on you, then you would have something against me as well.
Ash starts.
Not that you would need it, but because
Ash starts to like stroke his chin,
Would it?
like he's contemplating deeply. Well, I guess that sounds like a fair trade. And I'm gonna
well, in a show of good faith, I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
So that way, further, you can trust me. And he's gonna like pull his hair back above his right eye, I think. And you see a patch of like silver scales.
Whoa. I'm assuming Ash has no idea what that means.
Yeah, you probably don't.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like his wheelhouse.
Well, you see, there's this long.
Do you have eczema?
You got eczema?
There's nothing weird about that. It's a normal condition. A lot of people have it. There's nothing weird about that. Don't worry.
Actually, I don't know what eczema is, but no, this is a trait given by my. I don't really know how many greats, but something grandfather. You see, in Yorn, there was this dragon, a silver dragon. I am one of his descendants. We are few and far between now.
So you're
Right.
like
Right, Ben?
You are a direct descendant of one of the dragon's descendants.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean like there's not a lot of the dragon descendants now, right? What didn't you tell me that they were killed? A lot of them were killed.
Yes.
Yeah.
wow.
There's not many of us left.
Silver dragons, are those one of those ones that tend to be like nice? Are those one of those ones that tend to be like, I'm gonna take over your village?
Quick note, there is no morality to the dragon.
Oh, thank God, I love that. Ash doesn't know that though. So Ash is gonna assume that is true.
Oh well, it's not necessarily like that, but I mean we each are given our own will.
Oh wow, that's nice. At least. Okay, all right. I guess I can tell you. And I'm gonna lean in, or I guess I'll stand up because that's probably how my height works. Jesus, so weird being. I'm like 6'3" in real life, so playing a tiny person is so weird.
I had
I'm gonna, like,
absolutely
lean
no
Very
concept
opposite
that you
for
were
me.
that tall.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a big boy.
I just assumed that you and I were the same size.
No, I'm like 6'2", 6'3". Like I'm a big dude.
Extremely weird to have known you for like 6 years and just find this out.
Yo, the benefits of the weird shit that you find out about a person when you never saw them in person. But yeah, I'll just like whisper in his ear, "Sparks of Phoenix."
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's big news.
Yeah, I know, but like, there's a lot of people that are really sketched out about that kind of thing, or like they'll try to take him and like, and I'll whisper in his ear, just like block off Spark, like harvest him and stuff. So I just gotta make sure that he's safe. He's just a wee little guy. I don't want him to get hurt.
Oh, well, don't worry, your secret's safe with me. Spark is, even though I might be ice, I find his fire to be quite endearing.
Well, yeah, he's the cutest thing in the world, isn't he? Though, like, he's the
Can
best
I-
little man.
Can I give him Can I give him scritches?
Of course. And I'm gonna take him out of his little pouch that he's a little too big for now. I think he's gonna have to start like riding on my shoulder or something.
Yep. And he goes.
And I'll hand him over and to get some scritches.
Just pet him a little bit. You are quite easy.
And okay, does anybody else have any other discussions they wanted to have?
Nope,
I w-
Adira slipped through all of that.
Oh,
I wanted to ask Bruna if she was cool taking the next driving shift.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, that's good. And after I have confirmation that she's good with that, I want to ask Tove if I can just kind of sit in the back, chill out, so the both of them are forced up front.
yes.
Fine.
Thank you. I'm quite tired. Arden's
like-
completely fine. He didn't take. He's like perfectly fine.
Yeah. Tove sits up front and like crosses his arms and like slumps down.
I just kind of want to look to Ash and Aster and Adira and just be like, got it. Yes.
Ash gives him a thumbs up.
Aster looks at him questioningly. Got what?
And you said Adira is kind of like sleeping, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He's literally
Um,
like slumped against the side of the cart.
I think Ash takes Spark and he kind of nestles her in her in like the crook of her arm, or like next to her neck or something, so that
Yeah, she
he
wears
can
a
have a little
scarf.
sleeping buddy. Yeah, he'll put a Spark in her scarf so that she can have a sleeping buddy.
Yeah. You feel very warm as you sleep.
Adira sort of just like snuggles down
Arden's
with the
gonna,
scarf.
Arden's gonna take off his coat and kind of like lay it across both of them. Let
Aw.
Spark like kind of peek out.
Okay, I love our little group dynamic, I gotta say.
Yeah.
And Ben's been hinting at breaking us up, and I just don't want it.
No, don't do that. I like this group.
Yeah, no, you can't break us up. 18 forever.
Tove cuts the cart in half, and Adira and Aster go to have an adventure with the Lion's
swerve.
Hope, while Arden is sent away with the Thorns, and
How's that gonna work?
you.
I know, yeah.
Simple. Soren disappears. No,
Soren
Soren.
suddenly stops.
Soren goes and joins Adventure Group 1.
Okay.
You. By the way, just retroactively, the burnt up tree, Tove just straight up chopped it down.
Oh.
And like cut a portion of the wood away and has just been carrying it. And as he sits up front, he has begun to he basically whittles like a thin block of wood away and has started to like chip into it with a dagger. And him and Bruno ride in silence for like most of the day. But at a certain point, and I think it's like without any of you really noticing, they just start having a conversation. And it's kind of just about like Bruna's family. But Tove is like asking questions and being like not being like he's not being a brick wall, like he is engaging in the conversation. But you all ride until it's about an hour from sundown.
I do just want to say, in the rest of that, I want to, not that it needs to be played out, but I want to ask Ash how he does that hellish rebuke thing for purposes.
Okay.
Okay. And you all come to a small group of trees, and you can see there is a big-ass mansion in the distance.
Did we take a short rest or anything like that?
We can say that you all got one in the cart.
Okay, cool. Because I'm out of spell slots, so I'm gonna take those back. And I'll roll a d8. 1, 2 d8s.
Okay. But you all will have to, once again, abandon Charlie and Biscuit to go forward.
But now we got oats to give them.
Should we leave Tove or Bruna with them to guard them?
Yeah, I can do that.
It might be a little safer.
I'll find them a hiding spot and I'll join you. If one of you doesn't fetch me soon, I'll assume that you've been attacked and I'll come in.
Bruna will be coming for you.
All right.
Right? I'm gonna nudge Arden in
Just so you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Out of character. Can we have bought Charlie and Biscuit those like feeding masks just so they have a ton of oats?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to be like putting those on, just be like, you'll be fine. You eat as much as you want.
Oh my god.
Oh, horses are gonna
I feel so bad after the last time.
I know.
And the storm.
Oh, the rain has completely stopped. The storm is over.
Wait, the storm's over?
Yeah.
Oh god, Ben, it's so weird. I don't know what's going on.
It's the new storm is just the herald of the end times.
Oh,
It's just the beginning.
cool.
Yeah.
And then after this, the weather isn't going to make sense anymore.
Climate change.
Fantastic.
It's literally supposed to be like the end of days where the weather like suddenly becomes crazy before God shows up and is like, "Hey, come with us."
Well, not exactly. All right, don't.
No.
So one of the things of Druidcraft is I can yeah. So I can create a tiny thing that will predict the weather for the next 24 hours within the location of where it was casted, and it'll manifest as a golden orb for clear skies, a rain cloud, or falling rain cloud, snowflakes, and just like it'll tell me what the weather is.
Cool.
So I want to keep doing that.
Okay.
Every once in a while to check to make sure that I can.
Yeah. Anytime
If
that you
something
cast
crazy
it,
is coming.
anytime that you cast it, it keeps changing between all of them, just erratically.
Well,
I think your spell is broken.
I think the world is broken.
But you all can continue on foot.
Yeah, Arden, should we scout ahead?
I think we should, just to be certain there's nothing in the way.
I'll let him take point.
I do want to like kind of stay low the entire time.
Sure.
I'm
you're
just following
stealthing.
his lead wherever he goes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll stealth, both of you.
Oh, that was with advantage, but
Just take the first one. 21.
Woo!
22. Yeah, you all go forward stealthily. Go ahead and put yourselves at the top of the map. When you get to the mansion, it doesn't seem like there is any signs of life. I'll show you what the mansion looks like on our next map. But the front door is open. You're about 10 feet away from it, where you've gotten now. And the door is, like, banging in its place. Like, bump, bump, bump.
like it's open and the wind is kind of like
The wind
pushing
is
it.
blowing it, yeah, sorry.
Okay.
What do you think? This seems weird to me, right?
I don't think we killed all of them.
I mean, even if we did kill all of them, you'd think they'd close the door behind them.
Yeah. Maybe like a bear got in.
Should we check around
I've
for
heard
like
that
other
happen.
entrances that maybe we can sneak through and, like we did at the other place?
We should check the perimeter. I don't feel good checking one entrance and being like, oh, it's fine.
Yeah, I'll keep following him. I don't think we should split up.
Okay, yeah, you all go around, and there are windows. They seem to be locked, and it is, like, you can see from the sunset casting light inside, but it looks like there is, like, heavy dust on everything on this, like, ground floor through these windows. And there's no light source inside.
Can I check the map again if it has like any other notes, or does it just say safe house?
It's just a way to get here. And a safe
Okay.
house, yeah.
Let's go back to the others
Yeah,
before we go inside.
absolutely.
Okay, and, well, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
As you all are coming back, you start to hear a rumbling beneath your feet.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh, I don't like that.
Should we get in a tree?
Yeah, yes, get in the tree. Can I like kind of like try and pick up Ash and throw him up a
Yes,
little bit?
please
higher?
do.
Yeah, sure.
Do it.
You throw Ash up into the tree, and Ash, you just, like, cling to a branch. Perfect.
And I want to try and like scramble up as quick as I can.
I'll give him a hand if I'm able.
And you see behind where you were a massive mantis-like bug, but with really, really thick chitin, just sort of tunnels out from under the ground.
What the fuck is that?
And another one appears on top of the ground where you can see it, Adira and Aster.
Oh, that's big.
Ugh, I hate bugs.
Hey everybody, let's roll initiative. And Connor, do you mind speaking up just a little bit?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm kind of moved the mic away from my mouth a little bit.
No worries.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
We
Okay,
all
well,
go
we're
poorly
going
on
at
initiative, but at least there's only 2 enemies.
this point.
Why did I say it like that?
Two enemies.
Initiative bonus.
Two
It hasn't
enemies.
Really done much.
Two
Guys, Mark-
enemies.
Guys, Barkley just moved closer to me so he could sit next to me and get a little.
No.
Or if he
Alright.
wants a belly rub.
Sweet baby angel.
Well, he doesn't get one because you're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
I can use one hand for Dungeons and
I'm
Dragons.
just joshing.
Get out of here, Benjamin.
No, I have to dungeon master it. Okay, so first move.
Whoa.
This Ankeg comes over here. It's a very weird sight of like all of his legs on one side move, and then his legs on the other side move. So he like rumbles as he comes towards you, and he is going to get in front of you, and he is going to try
Hit Adira.
and bite Aster.
What?
That is a 22 to hit.
Oh wow.
No, that totally misses. Of course that hits.
Okay. Aster, you take 12 slashing damage
Oh, jeez, Lapeets.
and 1 acid damage.
Ooh.
I need you to.
Oh no.
No, wait. You're just grappled. You're grappled. You can try to escape on the beginning of your turn.
Okay.
That is.
Oh
this-
wait. Can I do the thing?
I don't know the thing.
The hellish rebuke. Now that I've been told how to do it.
Sure.
Dex save of 14.
Okay. He succeeds. Well, it
Oh, well,
succeeds.
it's still 2d10 of cold. Where's the d10 button?
There isn't a button. Oh, well, you found it.
Yeah. So 5 points of cold damage.
Okay.
But I want like the ice. Can it like spike out for me like a pufferfish kind of thing?
Yeah. And it like goes into its mouth, and you hear it kind of go. Next up, Ash, it's your turn from up in that tree.
Does it look like this thing knows where we are?
No, it seems kind of confused with you not being on the ground.
Okay. I think Ash is just going to like look at Arden and be like, "What do we do?"
I mean, And Arden's gonna look back at the other one fighting our friends and be like, I think we have to kill it, or we kill the other one.
Okay. And Ash is gonna draw his bone dagger, and I think he'll draw the phoenix feather that he has, the big ass phoenix feather that he has, and he's just gonna look at it and be like, "Can I please get some help in some way at all?" And nothing happens for a second, and then the feather erupts and it turns into a short sword that's just glowing. That's like got a red hilted, that's got a red blade and a golden hilt.
That's so fucking cool.
Are you? I'm so sorry. Out of character question. Are you a hexblade?
No, I'm I did take the pact of the blade or whatever
Okay.
it's called.
Oh yeah, hexblade is a patron thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Hexblade's the patron, but yeah, I took the pact of the blade because Ash is really good at stabbing things, so
Yeah,
I
with
figured
that
it made
deck
sense.
you told me it. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes so yeah, I guess that's my action, and then my bonus action is going to be to look over at Arden and be like, should we just stab it?
I mean, that's all I can really do, so like,
Okay, all right.
yeah, let's go.
Okay, let's just stab it. and I'm gonna wait because I can't do anything else.
Okay, you wait, so you're holding your turn, and you're gonna drop it later in the initiative, or are you holding?
No,
an action?
no. It's an action to summon to do the pact blade.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Then next up, it is this Onkeg, who kind of like looks around, and then it's just going to scuttle, 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 scuttle. That's his turn. Next up, it is Arden. It's your turn.
Idiot. And I'm going to drop out of the tree. And I'm going to run up and stab it.
Okay.
Oh man.
You should have control of your token, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna stab him.
So funny. Idiot.
Okay, roll with advantage. 12.
No.
I do not believe the 12 is gonna hit this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, his armor is just too thick. As you stab.
Oh, no! I'm going to run away because after I attack, I don't take attacks of opportunity.
Sure.
And I'm going to try and climb up this tree.
Okay. How much movement? So you had to drop out of the tree, so that was about 10 feet of movement.
If
And to get
need be,
there
I
is
can
20.
take cunning action to dash.
You would have to take it, but you would be able to get up.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
it would be 15 or 10 feet, and then you would climb up.
And I'm just going to scream at the Onkeg, just like shouting obscenities at it, trying to draw it my way.
It did notice you when you were running, but once you're shouting, it doesn't seem to take heed of anything you're doing. Next up, Adira.
I have a question. Okay, the distance between its legs and its body, how high off the ground is it?
It holds itself only like 1 foot above the ground.
So then I assume if I try to like run around it, getting to like here, would it get an opportunity attack against me?
No, as long as you stay within range of its melee attack.
Yeah, because I would just be like running right around it.
Yeah, if you stray.
Is that good? Okay. No, I would just be like zoop, zoop, zoop. Anyway, okay, that's my movement, and I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Yes,
Ah, no.
the best spell.
Oh, my spell save DC is actually 15. I don't know why it says.
Okay. Both of them fail because it's wisdom.
Yeah, I don't know how to draw the box thing. I think I did it, but it's not very good. How do I do this? Why is it drawing more? I'm bad. Ben, could you draw the box?
Yep.
I'm very sorry. So then they take, if they fail, they take 14 radiant. Thank
Okay.
you. And as a bonus, yes.
They both do.
What do your spirit
Reaction.
guardians look like?
So she calls upon, she says, Ashur Mazdan, help me. And then 5 different spectral figures of like
Are they
war.
Sorry.
It's like the 5 different like hands.
It's like fists.
Oh, that's
Yes.
so cool.
And then one of
Come
them's
out.
just scooping.
Yes, there's actually 6 of them. Yes, the 6th one, there's a scooping hand. They come out to just flick.
If you ever say that to
He's like-
Zakar, the other player character who's follows Kashantrianism, I don't know how he's gonna take that. But
She.
you cast it, and those
Fun.
fists just start going after these things.
They're like trying to squash the bugs.
Yeah, and this one is bloodied.
And
Oh,
she's
nice.
also going. I'm going to also cast spiritual weapon
Okay.
and hope to hit the one that is bloodied.
Okay.
So she just charges her mace with spiritual energy and swings at it, but then like a spectral force comes at it, but it only gets a 9, so it doesn't hit.
It hits one of the fists and just doesn't connect.
Mhm.
Next up.
And that's her turn.
Yes, thank you. Next up, it is Bruna, who is going to cautiously step in. Did you say don't hurt Bruna, my spirit guardians?
I would like my spirit guardians not to hurt my friends, so
Okay.
yeah.
Then Bruna steps in, and she's going to swing her battle axe. She hits. Does almost minimum damage for Bruna.
Oh no.
Okay. That is Bruna's turn. Next up in the order, it is Aster. So you are grappled.
I want to. Is there a way that I could do my breath weapon where it would only hit?
Yeah, if you like
The
look
thing?
this way, because it's
Yeah.
right in front of you.
Am I like in its mouth up in
Yes.
the air?
Yeah.
Could I try if I were to like blow into its mouth? Would it stay contained inside the body?
You know what? I think it would.
Okay.
So I already rolled, and it's very low, so I'm gonna say roll an extra dice.
Oh, sweet. And so I know we said it was 1d6 at the beginning, but I'm pretty sure it should have leveled up by now.
No, it doesn't level up. It's a racial feat. I don't believe it levels up.
Oh no, it's at 6th level that it does extra damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, just 2 for now.
Yeah. Alright. Cool. Sweet. 2d6s. Phew. Oh man, only 4 points of cold.
4 damage is still damage. He's still worse than he was before. Is that your turn, or do you want to get out of the grapple?
Well, that was my action, but I'm gonna bonus action Fey energy pool myself. I feel like this. I probably should have tried to get out of this, but I was hoping that I could kill it. And I'm actually going to use. How much does it do again? The D6. I'm gonna use. I'm only gonna use one on myself.
Okay.
It's a D6 plus 1.
Next, it will be the Onkeg in front of you's turn. He is going to drop you and wheel about, and then he is going to look at Adira. He is going to kind of like lower himself, and then he is going to look past Adira at Arden. And he is going to spit a line of acid into the air.
Ah!
Oh, you also have to roll a wisdom saving. throw again at the beginning.
Sure. He succeeds
Okay.
this time.
Okay, so I think then he just takes half damage. So do you want me to roll again?
Yeah. Just do the damage for it. So it's
Oh, sorry.
3d8.
I did the full thing.
Okay, no worries. So he takes 8.
Mhm.
No, he takes 7, but that is enough to kill him. Sorry, I round down for half damage.
Okay, sorry.
But it was enough to kill him, so.
I mean, it's fine.
uh,
I don't really care.
As long as he's dead.
Yeah, he can't hurt Arden.
So that is, I'm gonna find a way to make that spell not work in this setting.
So
Bad.
fucking good.
Next up, it's Ash's turn.
Okay. There's not much left for him to do. I guess he can, because he does have 30 feet of movement now, because I took that feat that gives short people more movement.
You would be able to just get to him.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it.
And I should
I'ma
say,
jump-
he's facing the other way.
Oh, so I might get advantage? Okay, cool. I'm gonna jump down and run at this thing. And when I get to it, I'm gonna just stab at it twice with the short sword, with a phoenix feather short sword, and then just like try to jank it in its butt with the dagger.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I don't have a packed short sword on my.
Okay, so what's your...
Thing.
You use charisma, right?
So no, it's not charisma. It's dex. So I'm just gonna roll.
D20
I'm gonna roll an
plus your dex
attack
mod
with
and proficiency.
a dagger, and then I'll just roll the damage separately.
Okay, so
um,
20 hits.
20 hits, and then it's gonna be a d6.
Yep.
6 plus 5, so that's 11 damage on the first sword slash. Second slash is gonna be a 13 to hit.
13 does not hit. It just glances away.
Okay, and then the third slash is going to be the actual bone dagger. 27 to hit!
Yep, 27 hits.
So that's 7 piercing damage on the second hit. So that's a total of 18 damage.
Okay, yeah, bloodied. Not looking good for our old friend the Onkek. And next...
Yeah, that's everything I can do.
Yep, next up, it's his turn. I wonder if he's going to die from Spiritual Weapon. Or from Spirit Guardian. He got a natural 20, so he succeeds, but he's still going to take
Half damage.
damage. All right.
Oh my god!
Yep, 8. That time it is 8 damage, and he only had 7, so he's dead.
And Ash is gonna raise up his little short sword and his dagger, and he's gonna be like, Adira!
Arden's raising up both hands. He's trying to give a high five to one of the things, but he's leaning out of the tree a bit too far.
Aster also raises his hand, seeing everyone else do it.
Oh wow, that was anticlimactic.
Did anybody get hurt? Does anybody need a heal? I've got all of the.
Oh, here, I can help with that. And you see Bruna puts her battle axe back into the holder on her back and claps her hands together. And when she opens them, she has 10 little berries.
Oh.
Does literally everyone else in this group know how to do magic?
It
Now,
looks that way.
Yeah.
Shit.
and she offers the berries over to Aster.
Oh, thank you.
I guess if those things are out here, we might want to go inside.
Yeah, probably, but we should probably keep it quiet, alright?
The door was open.
Oh, good. I
Didn't
say
look
we
like
just
there was anyone inside, but
go right on in.
I only
mean-
took 8, so there's still 2 left.
Does anybody else need hit points?
I'm fine.
Adira will take the other 2.
So this is what the mansion looks like.
Actually, you know what? I would have only taken 5 and let Adira have it, the other 5.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so this is what the mansion looks like, just sans the animals.
Wow, it's a fancy mansion.
Yeah.
It's not so much of a safe house as it is a A whole home.
But you all can enter through the front door if you so choose.
Oh.
Okay. You go inside. You're inside. There's a bearskin rug on the ground. It's very old.
I
have a
want to
question.
look under the bearskin rug.
Okay.
Is there dust everywhere?
There is dust all over the place. You look under the bearskin rug. There's hardwood floor under there.
Aster wants to put it on where like the head goes over his own head.
Yeah, it's perfectly sized.
Ah.
It's a small bear.
You know, this is actually much more acceptable than what you usually do.
Yeah, honestly. Maybe every time you turn into an animal, you toss that cloak, the rug over you, and then you turn, and then we just get to watch a bear, like, I guess, throw up a horse.
That would be cool.
Yeah, then it slides off, and then we don't know the animal you're turning into the entire time. Then we have to like bet. We guess
Ooh.
on which one it is.
That sounds
Oh,
like fun.
okay.
We go to a
After-
service center and we charge people. Like, what's he going to be?
Aster is going to like curl up down in a ball, and then it's going to actually do that and be like, "All right, make your bets now." And
He's gonna be a dog. He's gonna be a dog game. Guaranteeing it. A gold
I'm
on
going
him
to
being a
say
dog.
he's going to
taken
be
dog.
a horse.
I'm going to take unexpected path. Bear.
Oh. Alright, what is it?
He's going to be a. He's going to be.
you see a deer pop up out of it.
A deer. I get all your coin. All your coins.
Bruna.
We didn't even bet on anything. I didn't say any coin.
Well,
This was
I
just
did.
a proof
I
of
said,
concept.
I said 5 gold, and you all agreed.
When?
So I get 15 gold.
I mean, shit, you can't argue with that. Give her 5 gold.
A deer just gives her the 5 gold too.
Ash is gonna hide.
Hey, shouldn't someone go get Tove now that we've killed those giant mantises?
Bruna?
As you say her name, she kicks in this door.
Can a deer fit through the door?
Nope.
So then I drop my wild.
No,
chick
hold
there.
on. I'm gonna get on your back, and I'm gonna like turn your head, and then be like, "Go forward."
I'm gonna attempt it.
Doing that works. Bruna goes in here, says, "Oh, it's just an old kitchen. All right, I'll go get the bastard."
Is there another door in this room?
There are 3 doors.
I meant in the kitchen.
No.
No.
Is there any good food left?
Probably don't want to eat it. And
What's
she
in the box?
leaves. You go over. It's a bunch of like moldy ingredients.
Ew, gross.
I want to
Deer's
like.
gonna. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna like kind of peek open this door if it's unlocked.
That door, yeah, everything is unlocked. You peek in. It looks like a little den. Oh no, gosh, I should have put all this on the map.
I said a deer, but I meant an elk.
Oh,
Am
then
I
you
still
have
a deer?
huge horns.
Yeah, that's what I was wanting, was the horn aspect of it. Because I forgot deers don't have horns. Deers are.
Is a den with a fireplace that looks like it hasn't been lit in forever. Torn, worn out art on all of the walls.
Should we ransack the place?
I mean, it doesn't look like it's in use, but we should definitely look over it just to make sure no one's hiding.
Oh, I did that, Ash, because you're on top of me.
No worries.
Adira's gonna go back to the larger door that seems like the main door and just.
Aster's gonna back
Open it.
up, and I was gonna ram it.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Adira steps away when she sees.
Yeah, he'll
Sunken.
step over to the side too.
All right, Aster rams through it.
And there are 20 brigands in there.
No, it is just a long hallway with some art and a turn around a corner. You go up and you see a staircase leading up and a staircase leading down.
Aster's just like hitting his hooves on the ground.
Ash is wandering. As
I'm
the
gonna
off
go in
is.
here.
I'm just gonna wander and check this room out.
Okay.
I'm following Ash.
Yep, you go in here, and it is a old library. Some of the books seem to still be together.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go and start banging on the wall and be like,
Yeah,
"There's a
I'm gonna,
library!"
as he's banging on the wall, I'm gonna make like ghost noises.
Okay.
Aster walks over and starts like hooving at the wall.
Alright,
No,
yeah,
come on, there's a door.
you all can hear each
Got my
other
Lavadero.
banging on the stone wall.
What do these books look like?
They're mostly old history books, books about the Hallandor Empire, largely. It seems like the newest book you would probably recognize because you're nobility. The newest book is like 70 years old.
Okay. Is there anything like on the split of Dasero?
You mean the current tensions?
Yeah, like basically like how
No.
things are now. Okay.
No. That is too recent.
So Ash has only ever really heard of rich people mansion stuff from stories. So he assumes that somewhere in this library there is a bookshelf that if you pull the right book will reveal a secret door. And so he is now going through the process of pulling on every single book he can reach to try and open the secret door.
Yeah, and he gets through all of them, and that doesn't happen, unfortunately.
Adira's gonna make her way around and into the library and just stand there and say, "Come on, guys, Aster's feeling very left out."
Man, you can't break up this group. This is fucking gold, man.
Would I realize that what Ash is doing is trying to find a secret door?
I think you would, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that
Wait,
your
can
family
Aster make
has
I'm
a
going to
secret door?
absolutely help out.
Arden, I think that your family has a secret
There
door in the
was
library.
a secret door in the library, and I'm fucking sure there's one in here.
Adira goes back over to the other door
Yeah.
where Aster is probably stuck, and she's just gonna start taking her mace and trying to like bust down some of the drywall to make it bigger. For him.
Look for a
It is
look for
absolutely
a dumb book.
not drywall, but okay.
Ash, look for a dumb book. A book like no one would read ever.
Ash looks
Absolutely.
at the books and just sees a bunch of history novels and just is like, that's all of them.
The question is, can Ash read?
Ash can
Okay.
read. He's just uneducated. So he
I
can
think it might
read.
be like a big one, maybe. Look for like the big books first.
Okay, I can look for the big books. And so he's looking at, he's pulling out all the big books that he can find to try
Or
and...
just throwing them on the floor.
Yes. Yeah, he doesn't leave any on the wall. If they come off, he tosses them.
Alright, and you do that for the whole library, and nothing happens to any of the walls.
Check the sides of the bookcases. It might be a button.
Yeah, I'm going up.
No
I'm
one's
like
reaching around
shoving
the
on the bookcases to knock them over.
While they're doing that, Adira's gonna step back out into the main hall and ask and point at the bear rug again and say, "Do you want to play the game again, but maybe a smaller animal?"
Aster like nods his big ass elk head and stomps on the ground as like throw it over me.
Adira throws it over him, and she then taps her chin. She's like, "I'm going to say a rabbit."
And you see popping out from under the rug is a rabbit.
Adira just scoops the rabbit Aster up. So if you want to put your token over mine, and she takes him into the library where everything is in disarray.
Literally,
bookshelves
every
are on the
book is
floor.
scattered across the floor. There are 3 bookshelves that have been pulled off the walls, just on the ground.
Arden has one hand up the fireplace, like reaching around.
Ash has taken the short sword and he started cutting into the sofa, into the chairs.
Adira is going to So Adira is going to think libraries also can have like secret little like safes or something. So can I investigate like the walls to see like if I could like press in on a stone maybe?
One of the bricks, yes, good thinking.
Yeah, so you all go around and press every brick in the wall.
I was just gonna try to investigate just so I can make it easier for
Sure,
myself.
make an investigation check.
Are any of the shelves? Do any of them are like not fully on the ground? Like they have like a small space under them? Because I'm a rabbit, I can. Actually, I'll go under the sofas too. I'll go under any surface that I can go under.
All right. Yeah.
Put
So
some stuff.
you go around, and there's nothing under here. There's nothing under there. There's nothing under any of the shelves. Adira, none of the bricks look interesting at all.
Arden pulls out a soot-covered hand. He's like, wait, and he looks down and he starts reaching under the rug and he's pulling it off. There might be something.
You tear up the rug, and it's hardwood floor under there.
What kind of fucking library is it?
Aster goes over to this thing and
Yeah.
it's just like
This is a globe.
pulling it.
This is a globe. You paw at the globe,
Open
and it
the
spins.
globe! Adira runs over and opens it.
Yep,
She
you
said she
open
could
it,
open
and there's a chest inside.
What?
What? You finally!
Yes!
You didn't ask about what this was.
What is in it?
It's locked.
I'm going to
she
try and
immediately
pick the
looks
lock.
toward it.
I immediately run up.
Yeah, make a check with your thieves' tools.
That would be this, I think. Oh,
God damn it!
Yeah.
So good.
Arden again goes, I'm not very good at this
I
again.
don't
One more
know
try."
how to use these.
Adira looks straight into Arden's eyes and says, "You are so talented, and you do not see your own strengths."
They're just little bits of metal. They shouldn't work the way they do. All
right,
it
then.
pops open.
You open it up, and there is a small urn that you can tell is probably from Zeshan or Ursamer, and there is a picture of a man shrouded in smoke painted on the side in black.
Like the painting is like there's smoke painted on it.
Yes, it is like the painting of the vague outline of a person, and then he is surrounded by smoke.
Okay.
He's surrounded by them. I don't feel comfortable opening this.
Okay, hey, really quick before we continue, Logan and Emmy, can you all both leave the call and join back?
Yes.
I'm having some
Okay.
weird audio stuff from both of you all. I know. I'll let you outside in a second. Once they are back, we will continue. Everybody's doing a brand new dance now.
Hello. Is it better now?
You sound better. Logan, can you say something?
Does that sound better?
Yes. You got the deep voice, and Emmy
no.
had an echo.
Okay. My air conditioning kicked on really high, so
I'm
probably
just
why.
gonna turn mine off because I have a
And if we can,
window one.
I'll speak close to our microphones.
I'll bring mine closer.
And, okay, so you have the smoking bottle.
Hello. I don't feel comfortable opening this. First of all,
Aster,
might be cursed or a djinn or some kind of devil.
Should we explore the rest of the house first?
I'll pick up the urn. I'll like,
Yeah,
I'll, like,
I'm
gently
going.
and
I'm going to hand
respectfully-
it to Ash.
I'm gonna like bow at the urn and just respectfully. I'm gonna like put on some gloves and just respectfully take it and like cradle it like it's a sacred object.
Maybe
Yeah.
shake it.
Um,
There might be something in it,
Ash,
Funny
when
Ash,
you
like ashes.
Ash,
gonna-
when you hold it close to yourself, you realize that Spark has been in his little holster, and you realize that Spark has been really, really quiet during all this chaos, when usually he would enjoy it.
Oh my god! I'm gonna put down the urn and I'm gonna take Spark out. Is Spark okay?
Spark is okay. He just looks like he is in a weird spot emotionally. Aster, what did you want to do?
I just went around the corner and Bunny Aster switches back into regular Aster and then walks back in and says, "Man, it was really hard to communicate with you guys."
Yeah, it took me forever to realize you were wanting to open the globe. You're standing there for like 20 minutes.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
usually globes have like alcohol in them or something.
Yeah, I was expecting a bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spark? Are you all right?
He just like looks up.
Up above us?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the others and be like, shh, 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 shh. I'm gonna look at Spark. Is there something scary above us?
And he kind of communicates to you through your special bond that not scary bad.
We
There's
should go upstairs, but we should take it quiet, like.
Oh, I can't do that.
Okay, well, you follow behind me and Arden a good distance at least, okay?
Arden's gonna really quickly look at the ceiling to see if there's anything on the ceiling first.
There's a book that can be pulled out of a bookshelf that's stuck to the ceiling. No, there's nothing.
Okay.
I could. Man, I really shouldn't have changed back from being an animal. I could have gone up there. Well,
I'm
I
just
could
gonna
try and summon some things, some tiny things to go up there for us, and then they could come back and I could talk with them.
I'm just gonna drop into stealth. Just try and go towards the room with all the portraits.
I'm gonna follow him. I'm not opposed to the idea of some animals going up there and scoping it for us, but I'm gonna follow behind him, like 15 feet behind him, in case he needs a hand. I can like run in and give him a hand, but like so that he's got the main role, you know.
Yeah. Should I do stealth check?
Yeah, I will say. So I need to know who is going upstairs, because if it is going to be
Deer's
everybody, it
gonna-
would be everybody. But
Deer's gonna stay at the, like right next to the staircase leading up.
okay, then I will say that if it is team no armor small boys going, then it would be just Arden with Ash's advantage.
Okay.
So the two of them could go up with advantage. Aster, even though Aster doesn't have armor, Aster's a little less light on his feet.
Oh, Aster's a blundering idiot. So. Makes sense.
But yeah, you have a stealth roll with advantage.
Okay.
Hi, Rosie.
Oh, the first one. So an 18.
Okay. Yeah, you feel like you're going up pretty quietly. And you find yourself on the second floor, both Arden and Ash. You're in a room that is sparsely decorated, and it's a lot colder here. And you can hear the wind a lot sharper. It sounds like the wind is coming from this direction.
I don't like that.
It sounds weird.
And Spark is looking at this door.
Let's go check it out.
Is he like... Does he have like a bad vibe? Or a good vibe?
Are you got a bad vibe or okay? 1 chirp for bad, 2 chirps for good. Well,
Okay, that's 3.
let's just do it. Let's just do it.
Fuck it. Fuck it, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
He's going in and he's gonna like very quickly like check the doorknob.
Yep, it is unlocked, and you hear, "It's open."
Okay. Shh. I'll go, and you get your bow and arrow out.
Okay. He's
All
gonna
right, so-
pull it out.
I'm gonna go in the door.
Sure. You go in, and when you open the door, you can see why it's cold, because there is a section of the roof that is missing.
Oh.
The rain has pulled in the corner, but you can see that everything that doesn't have water is underneath the roof. And you see there is a man sitting with his back against the wall. He has what looks like basically a camp set up in this corner. He is in trousers, but then everything from like the knees up is covered by a long cloak, and he has the hood up. So when you enter and turn to the side, all you can see are dreadlocks that poke out from under it. And he turns and looks at you, and you can see that he is from Mana, the larger kingdom of the south. Is where it looks like he is most likely from. He says, "Hey there, little fella."
Hello. Who might you be?
"I'm Fennec."
Are you with the folk?
"Are you talking about the people who lived here? Because they've been gone for near on a long time."
Sorry.
"No, are you talking about the people who were here when I got here?"
You know, the people who have been living here between the people who lived in the place. You know what I mean?
"Oh no, me and Gardner got them rushed right away."
Oh, who's Gardner?
He's my friend. He'll be here real soon."
Let me just ask you real straightforward. Like, are you cool?
"I'm cool as a summer breeze, buddy." "How about you?"
I'm
"How about your little friend?" And he holds out his hand towards Spark. "Hey there,
Arden
little
does
fella."
like an exhale because he heard him. He thought it was him.
"Hey there, little fella." And Spark jumps out from your holster and just like thwips down into his palm and starts to like go up his arm.
Ash just looks at Spark and like his eyes are wider than they even normally are, and he goes, "All right, I guess it's cool."
"I'll tell you, it's been a while since I saw one this small."
And he's gonna like rush up to him really quick, and he's like, "You know what Spark is?"
"Oh yeah." And as he says that, you hear from the sky. I think that you all hear it downstairs too. You hear, and a massive phoenix flies in through that hole. And lands right here.
Oh!
And you can see that all of his like back feathers, like the ones that stick out on birds' wings, are on fire. And then his chest is soot colored like most of Spark is, but then all down its back he's like red with a little bit of gold.
Hearing that, I think Aster probably would have ran up.
Yeah, Adair runs up the stairs too.
Arden is busting through the door.
Yeah, as soon as you come in, you see a phoenix that is like 4 times your size just like spin its head and look at you.
Ah!
Don't shoot!
He runs out the door.
Oh, well, don't leave me.
Full-sized, it looks like a eagle with sort of like a heron's neck, but like a hawk back body, like the bottom, like its legs, and like most of its tail feathers is like hawk construction.
Is it like good?
Yes. Okay. All right. There's a little something I might not have mentioned before. Is everybody else pretty much inside by now?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let me get your tokens. But Fennec on the ground says, "Oh yeah, no, Gardner's a sweetheart."
All right, and I think this would probably happen around the same time that everybody gets inside. But
Yeah.
Ash is like, "Look, there's something I might have forgotten to mention. That thing's probably pretty cool. It's probably pretty much fine. I mean, like, okay, look, Spark's a phoenix too, and Spark's great. You all love him. He's a sweet little guy, and that guy's probably fine. So maybe just don't hurt it at all, because also it'll kill you real quick, like. and that's not really
Oh.
what I'd like, if that's possible to avoid. You know what I mean?
Gardner's not gonna eat any of you unless you turn into a rabbit. He likes catching rabbits.
Aster, don't you dare turn into a rabbit.
Too late.
Spark has like stayed in Fennec's arms, but Spark now like jumps down and starts slowly approaching Gardner. Gets like right there and like gets up on the tips of his little talons, and Gardner like bends down and they just like stare at each other for a second. And then Gardner extends his head so that they can like nuzzle each other. See, I told you. He wouldn't hurt a fly. Unless the fly was evil, or I wanted him to hurt the fly, or the fly wanted to hurt me. Hello. I didn't realize. I heard the skinny one out in the hallway, waiting to barge in if I was any trouble. But seems like there's another two of you.
Yeah,
Hello.
just in case.
He points, and when he does, Arden and Ash, because you're the only ones in the room with him when he says that, you notice that he has on each of his fingers there are two symbols tattooed. And he has dark skin, so they are like white tattoos.
What are those?
Oh, they're just a couple of reminders, and you can see that they are like in runes of different cultures, because cultures have different like ways of representing letters and stuff. They are in different languages. He has on the first socket of his finger, he has fire, and then on the second one he has rebirth. And so like you all recognize there is one in common, then there's, you all at least recognize the elven one and the halfling one.
How do you... I'm a little confused. I didn't realize there were that many people who took care of such critters, you know?
Oh, I don't think there are. I think you and I just ran into each other. Ain't that
And then
funny?
Ash kind of makes a connection, and he turns the sword back into the phoenix feather. He says, "I think this might be yours," and he goes to hand it over to Gardner.
Gardner reaches out and grabs it with his big, like, scary-looking beak that he could probably like take one of you in half with.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets it very gingerly, and then he lowers his neck and puts it on top of Spark's head so that it's like a hat, and then lets it go and goes, "Ah, ah, ah." Gardner, don't bully the boy. I'm sorry. He likes jokes.
I like jokes. That sounds...
I've
never...
Sorry, nice to meet you all. My name's Fennec. It's a pleasure.
Oh,
This here is Gardner.
Hello?
Hi. We travel around a bit. We've been staying here for the past about a week, I guess. Yeah, I didn't expect to run into anybody who wasn't a bandit coming to try and get back at us for getting them out of here, or run into anybody who had a little baby phoenix. It's been a while
Wait,
since
what?
I saw one that small.
yeah. Sparks I was meaning to tell you, Adira. I'm sorry that I haven't before, but we really just met like a week ago. Sparks phoenix. Shit.
Okay. I mean, I've heard of them. I thought they weren't. I didn't really think I mean, I'm standing in front of. I don't know what's happening exactly. I'm a little awestruck.
It's fair. That's fair. There's a lot going on. I'm confused.
And the world's ending. It's very stressful.
Oh, the world's ending.
I guess we should also say thank you for taking care of our horses. We kind of
Yeah.
forgot that they were tied up.
Oh yeah, Gardner told me about that. He likes horses. He thinks they look funny.
Yeah,
Well, our friends are going to go grab him and bring him inside, so if he wants to say hi, he can say hi to them.
Oh, that's good. That's right good.
Can I pet Gardner?
Well, if he wants you to.
I'm gonna turn to Gardner and just tentatively reach out a hand. And the other hand's gonna also have a flower. I'm gonna druid craft a flower in the other hand.
Yeah. He like leans his neck forward so you can pat him a little bit.
I give him scritches, and I'm gonna put one of the flowers, like,
You say the world's gonna end?
Well, this, the crazy weather.
Yeah. I just thought that was something happening.
It's it's a Yornish religious practice that when a titan.
Oh hell. Fine. All right. I know which one you mean.
Yes,
Storm
the new
thing.
storm.
Giants died.
Yes.
Oh no. All right. Well. Looks like we'll have to go for a rebirth. Okay. Hey, y'all want something to eat?
sure.
Yes, please. We'd love that.
All right, I've got a few rabbits that need eating. So,
Do you have any lentils?
don't have any lentils. I do have some beans.
Could I have some of those, please? Don't eat meat.
Yeah, that sounds all right. I understand. That'll just mean more rabbit for Gardner, so he'll like that.
So, those tattoos that you got, what do they, I know what one of them means, but what does the other one mean?
Well, they all mean fire and rebirth.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
Does
want
he
some
have some
tattoos
Yornish
too.
ones?
That'll be good. That'll be cool.
He has Yornish runes. It's in a language I don't think any of you speak. Yeah, your little guy's he's new, right? Did you get him
Yeah.
fresh from an egg?
Well, no, not from an egg. Well, I kind of was hiding out under a bridge, just trying to stay out of the rain, and then I just heard this little thing squawking at me. It was wet and it was cold, and just wanted something to keep it safe. So I dried him off, and Spark's just been with me ever since. And then suddenly, I started spewing fire out of my mouth and stuff like that. And I kind of figured there was something a little weird about the bird at that point, but he's just been a real, he's my best friend.
Yeah, that's not too different from me and Gardner. I hatched him, but I can tell that little fella. This is his first time running around.
Really?
Yeah, me and Gardner, we've been through 4 rebirths.
4?
Yep, 4 times I've had to find worms, and he like leans forward so that he can try to force Gardner to make eye contact with him. Find worms, mash them up, and force them down his little throat.
Oh, I'm gonna have to do that, aren't I?
That's right.
Oh my.
But it's all right. Each time, he comes back a little bit smarter, a little bit faster. You want to see? What you're in for when you've been with him a little bit longer. All right.
I really do.
If everybody doesn't mind standing back, he walks over by the fire. Gardner shuffles away, and he says, "Now you're a little bit of a way away from this. I'll cook just in a second. Just rare I find people who I don't think are gonna be a little bit freaked out by what you're about to see." He leans down so that he's like squatting and like puts his face between his or like he puts two fists up in front of his face, which I did in real life. Shows you my dedication. And then he just goes, "Rah!" And when he does, he sort of like jumps up and lowers his fists down to his waist. And you just see outside of his cloak, you see just these great big wings that are as big as Gardner's appear in fire. Whoa! He flies a few feet off the ground.
Ash's eyes are just wildly wide.
It's been a while since I stretched these out.
That is totally wicked.
I appreciate it. I can show you a few things if you like. I mean, I'm a little bit. I haven't talked to anybody who's had one in a long time.
I would very much appreciate if you could show me something. Honestly, we're just trying to stay safe with everything that's going on and keep my friends safe and all that.
Oh.
I hear you. Tell you what. How about I cook up them beans and that rabbit? And he lets the he lets the wings drop after only having them out for a second. And you hear downstairs, "What the fuck did they do to the library?" And that's where we'll end this, this session.
Dude, so cool.
Oh my gosh! He had wings! Ash is gonna get wings!
Made of fire. Dude, I cannot. Okay, so now that the secret is totally out, I'm using I guess it's technically a homebrew, but it's from a game designer called Metal Weave Games. It's from the Caretaker Warlock pack. So basically, this guy was like, I want there to be a warlock where it's just someone who takes care of animals from the D&D world and gets power from them. And so this is the Caretaker pack, the Guardian of Rebirth, Ash's Phoenix. It's from Metal Weave Games. It's honestly like a really cute, cool pact, and I think it's just a lot of fun. And next level, every time we take a short rest, everybody gets to play with Spark and get a bonus from playing with Spark.
And I will tweet out the link to that PDF. If you can send me like a link to where they've posted it, I can just...
Yeah, I'll send you the link to their website. It's a fairly common. It's Metal Weave Games. I forget the actual person's name, but he's a really cool dude to follow on Twitter if you're into D&D stuff.
Nice. And also follow the Sunken World Saga on Twitter. Check out our YouTube page. I am going to be posting a bit of Dungeon Master advice there from time to time now to supplant you coming and watching the stream. So feel free to use that. I'll be posting usually like a resource that I use or that I've created. But this has been another thrilling adventure of the Sunken World Saga. We'll be signing off with that great old catchphrase, "Everybody loves a phoenix, man." Bye, everybody.